Hello, everyone. We are live, and it is so good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Damsels, Dice, and Everything Nice, our wonderful princess game of Dungeons and Dragons. And we have quite a chaotic and fabulous game ready for all of you.
Chaos us? Never.
Never. Definitely not. Nobody look at the stream title. Anyway, let's meet our princesses.
Hello, I am Leia. I am your space mom paladin that is here, and my lightsaber is back because I had been transitioning to a different rebel base. I didn't have it with me for a minute, and I missed her greatly.
I will be stealing that. I am Cinderella, your arcane artificer rogue.
Oh, also, I took a little bit of swords. Thank you. Your multi-class reminded me that I'm multi-classed. I'm so used to saying paladin for so many levels. So with a dash of sorcerer now.
There you go.
If I steal the sword, can I too have a dash of sorcerer, sir?
You absolutely may not. That passes us over to Punzi.
Are those the rules? Because I'm going to steal a whole bunch of stuff. I'm Rapunzel. I'm your wizard fighter.
And hi, it's so great to see you guys again. Today I have turned into a human. I've come from under the sea. Ariel, your fishy warlock.
And our incredible guest for the evening.
Hello, I am Ray, and I am a Tempest cleric with a belief in the Force, and a little bit of monk in there as well. Tempest cleric, monk, cross class.
Oh,
That's so cool.
okay. We actually have a monk here. This is great. Hype.
I love this. I love everything about it. I also love
Mostly
everyone's
cleric.
different interpretation of the Force. I'm a big fan of that.
And I am Belle, your dungeon master this evening, and I have opened up the universe for all of you to have some effect on the game. Today, we are bringing back rerolls and also needs more Grogu. If you would like the child to appear for any reason, you could do that.
And yes, we
those
would
of
like.
you-
I
those
would
of you
like.
might remember when that has happened before, and it was a great time, and there were chicken nuggets. You also can you can donate to help the princesses by providing them a sentimental object, an object from their past that will help them on their quest. And
I like seashells. Yes.
seashells. And oh look, we still have the musical interlude.
Oh,
I don't see it. I don't see that on there, Belle.
No, I don't think singing was part of the right. It wasn't a singing day.
Oh, I think it's I think it's a singing.
Oh, it is. Oh, they're all okay.
Yeah,
I understand.
Might be a little bit. And we have another installment of our secret epilogues. So if we hit our goal today, you will again see just a little snapshot of what is happening from the villain's point of view. Where's the
Which
pun?
we canonically can't know, but also love.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
We just get to sit there and go.
I'm like, whoo, but not really, you know.
Right.
Right.
Belle, I
these
do have
secrets.
one quick question for you. For sentimental object, if the sentimental object were the little like space baby stroller that holds Grogu, could Grogu be in it canonically?
Please.
I mean, if they
I will
spawn a
push it.
Grogu and we spawn a little nice carrier for Grogu, that would just be considerate.
Right.
Yeah. And we choose that sentimental object.
Wow. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Actually, to clarify, on the sentimental object tier, is that something the audience is picking or is that something we are picking?
Oh.
The audience is welcome to offer a suggestion
Mhm.
in their donation. But if you don't have a suggestion, one of you can pick.
So we can just pull
Oh.
anything from our stories, and it's a fun chance to go back and reference a little bit of our past and our stories. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of cool gadgets I could pull in, and that's very exciting.
Yeah,
Our
we make 'em
space
play 'em.
princesses have so many more sentimental
Yeah.
weapons.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Cindy. What are you going to call upon a broom?
Oh!
A glass slipper?
That's not
Belle,
something
you
I
better
want for
start
you.
because I am coming for that lightsaber.
Look, it's not something I want for you. I'm sorry that that's all there is. But am I wrong?
I could also
Eh.
spawn a pink dress or
Thank you.
a
I
mouse's
know.
t-shirt.
A
Right,
pumpkin.
yeah.
Pumpkin
Look,
carriage.
It's not an insult. It's an apology. You deserve
insult.
better,
It's
Cindy.
both.
You
It's
do.
both.
You deserve better
Those
things.
are fighting words, and we might fight the space princess tonight. Just saying.
Ooh, Ariel
no.
picked my side, and I'm ready to go.
I mean, yeah, we don't have a lot of stuff, you know?
I have
full of the same book over and
contracts.
over again.
I have 3 books. That's it.
I got 3 books. That's it.
Oh God! Let's not start comparing. This is
Oh
bad.
3 books.
It's not a
3
long
books.
list for anyone.
Oh no!
You have another book now because you acquired one in our last adventure. Punzi, do you remember where last we left our princesses?
I do. I wrote a ton. We went to school, guys. And we transformed into students, not teachers. There was a mass confusion, but we are students. And then we sort of went to class, but didn't really, like we did, but we didn't. Then we went to the headmistress's office, and we figured out that Flynn was here. Flynn was here. Oh my God, how did I forget Flynn was here? Don't tell him I did that. Nobody tell him.
We would never.
Frying pan?
I did give him my frying pan. I am frying pan less for the first time in my whole life. It's weird. There's a lot of things going on. But yeah, so we went there, broke in to the headmistress's office, found a bunch of stuff, and then we found a map, figured out that there was like multiple levels. We did so much in one episode. Oh my God. And then Cindy found the little umbrella guy. And then we went below, and that's where we're gonna go, is below. But we were at the desk of Mary Poppins.
Yes, you all, after being summoned to the fairy godmother's palace, by Lilo, actually. She was a new princess, worried about a pen pal of hers who had been enjoying her school days at a boarding school in the countryside of England. But then the letters stopped, and she was worried, so she asked you to go check on her for her. When you arrived at the school, you realized that while the headmistress was supposed to be a friend of the fairy godmother and a wonderful administrator and teacher, something happened. The school itself was gray and drab and sad, and the classes were strange and potentially full of villain propaganda and all sorts of just mistreatment of these children, just in it's just in a sad school way. They're punished by having to ferry bricks from one side of the courtyard to the other. Lunch is just boiled potatoes. There's no art, there's no music, and they've noticed that there are possessions going missing. Sentimental objects, toys and books and games and handmade pieces of clothing from their parents. And they haven't been able to be in contact with any of their loved ones. The letters have stopped coming. So you decided to do something about that. And after exploring the school, you headed into the headmistress's office. The headmistress you ran into briefly, and she was a tall, thin, stern woman, very buttoned up in all black, with a very pointed umbrella, which one of you cast Dispel Magic on. And after avoiding her and the assistant to the headmistress, who was teaching you history, Bert, you broke into her office, sort of. An alarm sounded. You had a very short amount of time to just get in, get out, find the information. You found a couple of confiscated items from children, but not all of the ones that some of them had mentioned to you, including Lilo's friend, May, and Archie, and a couple of other of these young students that you have learned a little bit more about. You found that there were lesson plans and such from a much different Mary Poppins. You also found that bottle of purple perfume that she was using, and it appears to be very, very strange. And
Didn't Ariel spray it on herself?
She
Sure
sure
did.
I thought we were gonna just smooth over that, guys.
Oh,
but
no.
it did happen. Yeah, it did happen.
sure did.
I'm sure there will be no consequences for that.
At all.
Never.
Probably not.
None at all. No consequence. We'll see what happens. That's the point of it all. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So where we've left off is we're standing in the office still.
Well, you actually are in the office, and Cindy found that secret catch, and she pressed into it with her own umbrella, and it revealed a winding staircase down into the floor. And as Flynn ran off, and we'll actually say that Jasmine joined him to help head off the barking guard dogs and the other people who are coming to investigate.
She does speak with animals, of course.
She does. So
Right.
she's going to assist Flynn as the rest of you head down these stairs.
Okay.
And that winding stairwell leads you down a long hallway lined with doors. And from behind the first one as you come in, you hear someone banging against it angrily.
What are they so angry
On the
about?
inside, they're banging against it.
Yes,
Does the door appear to have a visible lock on the outside?
it does.
I can do it.
Also, Cindy, you have just received a sentimental object.
Give me that glass slipper, because I'm gonna smash it and use it like a bottle in a bar.
You're welcome to have a glass slipper. I believe that
There's a request.
the request is a mouse steed.
Ooh.
What?
A mouse steed.
Is it the mouse transformed into a steed, or is it a steed the size of a mouse?
Right.
Or is it
That's-
is it a very big mouse, or is the mouse now like a horse? Like how you know
I
what
think
mean?
that is now open to artistic license, baby.
I choose, in that case, a mouse the size of a horse
Oh,
that I can
no.
ride.
Incredible.
Absolutely.
Oh my
It's
God.
cheesy.
Right here in the
Oh.
And
right
There
here.
are the puns.
Ray,
There are the
you're
puns.
starting to hear activity from outside. You have been shoved into this cell-ish space, and no one has explained to you what's going on. You haven't heard any noise or anything, but you just have been hearing voices and footsteps, and now you're banging on the door trying to get their attention.
Hello, is anyone out there?
Got a
Leia,
voice?
Introduce yourself. Do the thing you do.
I know that voice. Pick the lock, please, Cindy.
Should I do it with one of my very useful weapons that I have? Because I have a cannon filled with useful things.
I mean, to be honest, the lockpick's not from your cannon, but you got that now, and I'm proud of you. It's character growth.
All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna pick the lock, but I'm gonna do it I'm gonna do it with
I
some
said,
shade.
please.
If you don't
That's
soon, I'm just
character
gonna
growth.
burn it open myself. So it might be nicer for them if I don't have you do that. So,
Ray?
what, Leia?
Hi. What are you doing in this school?
I felt a disturbance, so I thought I would check it out.
Oh, yes, deeply disturbed. School might be run by the Empire. No one else here seems to understand that.
No, I get it totally. Yeah, we should probably stop that.
Working on the lock, just a moment.
I'll work on the lock for just a moment.
Sure. Roll your thieves' tools check. So sleight of hand, or
25.
that'll certainly do
Ooh.
it. Do you want to describe how just flawlessly you carry that off with a 25?
Yeah, honestly, I'm just so filled with shade that I pull out my thieves' tools and I glance at the lock and it just picks itself. It's like, nope, don't, please.
I'll quickly try and like pull the door open after the lock is knocked off. Thank you, Cindy. It's character growth. It's a good thing. Hi. Hello. Everyone. Ray. She's a friend
Hello.
from home, kind of. Home being all of space, not my planet in particular. But
Because you
we're
don't have one anymore. I'm sorry, it's probably too soon.
with
Hi, Ray. I'm Ariel. I'm a fish. Don't get distracted by the legs.
Oh no, I'm used to fish people. We have a whole planet of them, so it's fine.
Oh, what a refreshing change! I like that.
There's Punzi and Cindy.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
We.
Do you have a glowing sword too?
Oh, good point. And she like raises her hand up and like pulls, and like a bag of her stuff comes flying to her, and then she's like, "Yeah, I got one right here."
Oh,
Cool.
more shiny things.
I would not let Ariel touch it.
Oh, no one should touch it. They're very dangerous.
Yes, most people are not going to try. Ariel will.
Don't touch it. It's not good.
And because we love her, we don't allow it.
How long have
Fine.
you been locked in this room?
Just a few moments. I was trying to get out. I didn't want to damage it because in case it's like an actual school, like I didn't want to have to make them fix it later. So I was trying to get out without breaking it. I could
And
just rip it open if I wanted to. But
Of course.
and princesses, you all remember that May, it was either May or Archie, I actually now I don't remember. One of the students told you that they weren't allowed visitors anymore, and that they saw a visitor, a woman with white wrappings around her
Oh.
arms, arrive at the school and be taken
no.
away. It was only a day. It's been less than a day since that happened.
So why are you here from space?
That's a very hard question, to answer, because everybody has their reasons, right?
well,
You can ease into that.
Well, I felt a disturbance in the forts and a bunch of children that were crying out in pain, and so I just thought I would check it out and find out what was happening. I didn't expect to see you here, so came for a good reason, I guess.
Both have a lot of sympathy for younglings. With that in mind, I believe there are a lot of them in danger here. We have discovered that the headmaster of this school is definitely some member of the Empire. They are deeply, deeply evil, and they are oppressing the children. There's no art, there's no magic here, there's really nothing good, and children are being controlled and punished. So my suggestion,
be
of
good.
course, is to form a rebellion of children.
Well, I don't know about that, but it is kind of sad that everybody's toys and letters are being snatched up.
Mhm.
I think we're supposed to find them. I'm not really sure, but yeah, that's my goal.
They tried to take my stuff, but I got it back because you caught me too. So
Oh, that's useful. They're
Well,
just out there stacking bricks, so I think they need our help.
We've only very briefly encountered the headmaster.
Yeah.
And since we're in a secret place and Jasmine and Flynn are kindly defending us, should we
Uh-huh.
snoop?
Yeah.
Does that
I'd
involve
like to
sneaking?
snoop.
My outfit's kind of loud.
I feel like Flynn would be disappointed if we didn't snoop.
All right. Sure.
Oh, can I summon my giant steed-sized rat, Jacques, and put him under Leia so that she can move more quietly?
Ooh.
Can I have her ride him? Maybe?
Okay, so if the goal is to be quiet, sure. If the goal is to be unseen, I will say that a paladin riding a giant rat may have trouble being unseen.
I mean, we haven't seen anyone that's around to see us, and we're not smart enough to assume that someone might be.
No, we're not.
So
Yeah.
sure, but
I can't cast invisibility anymore.
sorry.
I can, but I'm not going to. So instead, Jacques wearing a red shirt, being a big, cute rat the size of a horse.
That'll work. That'll totally work.
Except it's like a. He's got bass because big rat.
actually very good at sneaking, so however you want to do it.
I've never been a sneaky one.
So if everyone wants to be sneaky, go ahead, roll a stealth check. If anybody wants to start taking a look at their surroundings, you can roll a perception or investigation.
17.
Nice.
15.
And we have 5 rerolls.
I roll at
So I'm-
disadvantage, so that's a 7.
Wait, can the rat help?
Well, you can
I got a
I'll say
14.
Make it a straight roll with the rat.
Okay, so at a straight roll, that's a 13
Okay.
without the disadvantage.
See anything? That would be nice.
Not
Well,
bad for me,
what's your
honestly, considering
perception,
that I usually have disadvantage and a -1, of course.
Yeah, you. Oof.
It's not my strong suit. It's not. I'm
You're good at so many other things.
We round each
I
other
usually
out.
get caught.
I'm stealthing at a 27, but can I snag a reroll for investigation?
Sure.
Ooh.
Oh, do I need to stealth too? I need to. Yeah, let me do
Cool.
that.
Well, 14 for investigation.
Okay.
21 for
Seven's my
stealth.
Okay.
Ariel's stealthy tonight. I love that for me.
So Cindy, you're doing investigation, and Ariel, you rolled what on perception?
I rolled a 14 for my investigation and then a 21 for stealth.
Great. Anybody else looking around?
I did try to look around, but I got an 11 on my investigation check. The dice are not in my favor yet this evening.
Yeah, I got a flat 7 on my investigation, so. But I do have a passive perception of 20, so if that plays into anything, let me know.
Sure. I mean, it's hard. It's hard for that not to. I feel like. Okay, so
Make that clear, okay? 20 passive.
wow.
I'm interpreting that as like interpreting the force is giving me like,
Absolutely.
signals.
Absolutely. So, what you all see is a medium-sized hallway with several doors that are similar to the one that you just broke Ray out of. At the end of the hallway, there does appear to be another door. It's larger and it looks a little bit more elaborate.
Can we hear anyone else moving around in behind the other doors? Presuming there may be cells.
You don't hear anything. Are you trying to like open any doors or look in?
Right? You've
Yeah.
been here for a while. Have you seen or heard anyone else from when you got dragged in? Could you hear anyone else on the walls next to you?
You haven't really heard anyone.
I haven't heard anybody. I could do something, but I don't know if it would be as sneaky as we want it to be. I could try something though.
I mean, we're always up to try something.
Go crazy. We have a paladin riding a giant rat.
All right, I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy and try to open as many doors as I can in the hallway.
Okay. So you cast Thaumaturgy, and all of the doors in the hallway, except for the more elaborate one at the end, swing open. And they look
That's really cool.
inside. It looks fairly identical to the room that you just left. They do look like cells that are standing, waiting, empty.
Ariel walks past and looks at the shiny door and tries to detect magic.
Yes, it is magical. There is an enchantment spell on that door.
Oh, you let me have it. Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, detect magic is.
I didn't know. You know me. We always gotta like do the spell level, break it down. I look at everybody and I say, "Guys, the door, it's enchanted."
Of course it is.
Is there anything on the door, like a design or inscription that would lead us to know what it might be enchanted with?
Roll an investigation check for me, please.
Can I help?
But what if I perceived it with my passive perception of 20 that I get from the force? I also have a
Wait,
passive perception.
You
of
also have the force? Oh, I'm starting a school. Not
I would
here,
love
this
to
is a
go
bad
because
school.
Leia keeps telling me I have the
got a
force, but I don't know what that is.
The force is
Of
within all of you.
investigation?
They call it
What?
magic. It's fine.
Mostly lifting rocks and stuff, but
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty OP.
They
Yeah.
generally, in this area, they just refer to it as magic, but the force is clearly within all of them. They're very, very powerful.
27?
Okay, so
Hey.
Ariel and Cindy, the door itself looks like a finely crafted door, very sturdy. The handle, you notice, doesn't appear to have a traditional lock, but there is like a space kind of built into it where it looks like something can be either put inside. It like needs to be either filled up or there's something that is supposed to like go in.
Oh.
Like it doesn't look, it's not shaped like a keyhole, it's something else, but you can't really tell what it is.
Does it look like a
Hey,
umbrella hole?
Leia! You want to put your lightsaber in this? I think that would work.
Do it, you won't.
I presume it doesn't look to be shaped like my saber blade.
I would say with the 27, it looks kind of like funnel shaped, like something you could like pour into it.
Aw, that's no fun. What are you gonna pour in here? I'm gonna create water.
So,
I'm
can
gonna
I just
create
clarify
water.
really quickly? The funnel is in the door, so anything that poured into it would be going against gravity. Is that correct? Am I imagining this?
So you've got the like kind of just like the big door knob,
Mhm.
and on the top of the doorknob there's like a hole, almost like you could like pour something into the doorknob.
Sorry, Ariel, do your thing. I was
No,
lost
no,
track.
I get it. So Ariel takes her trident and she creates water to pour into this funnel because
All right.
that's what water does.
Everybody, for the next 2 minutes, whatever that may be, instead, I will need to hear you sing it. Starting now.
Ariel pulls out the trident and she begins to create water to hopefully open the door. Please open the door. I can't say it anymore. I just want that door open.
Imagine if
Please.
it's literally just water.
Please.
That's your defenses.
And as you pour that water into the doorknob, you notice that it just trickles right through.
Oh no, it's not water. Guys, what do we do?
Does anyone have a love potion laying around?
Oh, we actually have all of those vials that we took earlier.
Oh, right, and I said I was just gonna roll for that. Okay.
Those vials like open doors.
Yeah,
Open door.
yeah. Does any one of the vials look pink or red or have hearts floating in it or something obvious?
Roll a d20 for me, please.
Just a flat D20.
Just a flat d20. We are randomizing. Remember, it's what I said last time, and I forgot until now.
Oh.
I rolled a nat one.
Incredible.
At least it's just randomizing.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Oh, wow.
This is a close.
Oh, no.
Don't do this to
No,
me.
this is great. This is great. This is fabulous.
Oh.
You,
This is a close.
with your identify spell, you pull a test vial out of the pile, and you see that it is a clairvoyance potion. By designating a location within 100 feet, you can see that location as if you were there. You can look at a different location.
A vial from the pile.
There we go.
I heard that. A vial from the pile. Bars.
I don't have anything that is a love potion, but you have a potion that essentially could allow you to look past the door to see what is inside that room.
Amazing.
That's cool.
Hey, Punzi, do you want to do it?
Take the potion?
Yeah. I don't know.
Sure.
It sounds like fun. You pay attention to things. You take
I mean-
notes. None of the rest of us do.
But remember, I don't have a good passive perception or any of that
Unless
stuff.
passively.
Just kidding. Cindy like snatches that potion back so fast.
Yeah. I
Ray,
don't
it's
see
all you,
things
big
very
girl.
well.
I'm gonna
Oh
toss
my
it to Ray
goodness.
and be like, get that passive perception.
And as the vial goes tossing over to Ray, there's a moment of
Oh, don't eat it. Oh God. No. Try and grab it out of his hand.
I snack cantrip cookies.
You don't want that. You want
That was brilliant, Punzi.
Twinkies.
Hello, and I'll
Yes.
pick Grogu up. Hello, little friend again. Ray, did he come with you?
Oh, sort of. Yeah, like because he was on my ship, and hello, Grogu.
Oh. Well, he's stopped by before and been extremely helpful, so I certainly won't complain, but just probably don't want him eating a clairvoyance potion. He's powerful enough.
I walk over to Grogu and I say, I know we had our differences last time, but since you killed that giant killer dragon, I think we're cool.
Yes, we did fight a crate dragon with Grogu. And then, well, we've fought a lot of dragons.
Yeah.
We survived. It's wild.
I imagine Grogu can handle his own, so I'm not surprised. Master Luke trained him.
I'm just gonna,
So while Ray is doing her thing, I'm gonna build my cannon for the day, and I'm gonna build it as a pumpkin carriage, and it it distributes healing, and so ideally Grogu can just sit in it should he decide to stick around. He, they, it, Sweet Pea, Angel, Grogu.
Sweet Pea
All the
Angel
above.
Grogu. Sweet Pea Angel Grogu is how we should refer to Grogu
Yeah.
from now on.
And only as such.
I'll place Grogu in your little spot for him.
So, what is Ray? You said Ray's doing her thing. What is the thing Ray's
Well,
doing?
you were thrown, almost thrown the
Oh.
clairvoyance potion. We got it out of Grogu's hands, so we'll pass it on to you.
Okay.
You are
Alright.
good at, you're extremely perceptive, so.
Yes.
We need your
I think I
help.
just missed the step. All right. This will help enhance my force abilities, so I drink the potion because I have the spell, but I might as well not waste a spell slot. So I drink.
Absolutely. So
And then I concentrate.
You
Be
are
with me.
you are able to project your consciousness essentially to the other side of the door if you'd like. I'm assuming that that's what you want to do. You want to try and see what's behind this locked door.
Yeah, sounds good.
So what you see is a very, very large storeroom. It goes back and back and back. It feels almost like a vault. And there is just shelves of toys and books and art supplies, maybe. Like everything is just full of color, and there's like bags and boxes of fabric, and there even appear to be like a whole shelf of like ingredients for baked goods and spices and like cans of juices. It's it looks like these are things that normally would be the ingredients to run, you know, the materials you would need to run a school, but they're all locked away.
This looks like it's where they've taken all the things that belong to the students and also to what the school should be doing normally when they're not just building walls, like when it's actually a school.
Well, if we're trying to rise
good
up
stuff.
resistance within the school, then symbols of hope would be extremely meaningful.
Yeah, rebellions are built on hope.
Oh, this is great.
You're so wholesome.
Archie can get his scarf back.
Oh,
Can Can I try pouring something into the door?
Sure.
I would like to use my snack cantrip to manifest exactly a spoonful of sugar. And I'm gonna pour that into the funnel.
That's way better than my idea.
You're so brilliant.
Only if it works.
So you snack cantrip that sugar, and it slides down through that funnel, and it starts to fill up this doorknob. And after exactly a spoonful has been deposited into the doorknob, it weighs that doorknob down as it starts to turn and turn and turn, and it
Yes!
You're a genius!
Just pull out my teaspoon and make myself a cuppa. Let's do this, fam.
the door is open. I'm so proud of you.
I'll start grabbing things and like reaching to put them in Punsy's pockets.
Yeah,
I'm
I just stand
holding. I'll
pockets
start, like,
open to be like, do it.
Pushing things into it.
Absolutely. I mean, looking into this space, you see what look to be science experiments, models of castles, art projects galore, so much art. Books, toys. You see stacks of letters, musical instruments. Like I said, shelves of like baking ingredients. You think you see dog treats in there as well. There are clothes.
Wow.
So I don't mean to be like stealing candy from a baby, but is there anything that I would like to steal?
What are you looking for?
Oh,
Like a sharp thing, or a fashion thing, or a glass slipper.
You don't
All
see
very
any,
reasonable things.
You
Yes.
don't see any glass slippers yet. Oh right, and Grogu's here too, and
I
you
was saying-
you just watch Grogu just and start to just like
Force
And-
pull like cookies to himself.
yeah, definitely force pulling like cookies, and he's found like a little like roly poly stuffy of something, and is just like. And there's definitely a stuffy that looks like a frog, and he's trying to, but it's not a real frog, and he's struggling.
Okay. You know, maybe we just let him have that one.
It's probably
I'm
best.
gonna have my pumpkin carriage cannon follow Ray around exclusively, so that Grogu is always within arm's reach of Ray.
And so you don't see a glass slipper. You do see a pair of tap shoes.
cool.
No.
I take it.
We're at the point of
We saw
stealing.
somebody with tap shoes? Wait a minute.
Okay. All right.
I mean, at this point, everything's going in the pockets of holding anyway, right?
Well, the intent was to give it back to the children, but
Are we thinking that if we
they're all
give
going
the
in your pockets?
Are we taking the kids' toys?
No, we
No.
are not taking the kids' toys. We are
I
taking
am
the kids' toys back to the
borrowing
Seems like that's what you're
the
doing.
child's
but-
tap shoes.
You're that's what it sounds like too, Ray. This is not in we don't do this, guys.
I'm not actually gonna steal them. I just want to see it for a second, and I'll give them back eventually. But I'm not gonna put them on right now. We're trying to be sneaky.
Okay.
But like, they look fun.
I
You
will say that
better.
the tap shoes look to be adult sized.
oh punk rock?
What?
Look, Punzi was, deprived of a lot of things that people had as children, and we should spend more time allowing her access to the things she missed out on, and that is perfectly fair. And if we see a large-footed child missing tap shoes, we will revisit the conversation.
Are we trying
Thank
to
you.
buy the children's
Right.
affection with their own belongings?
No, we are bringing it back to them as a symbol of hope.
I did say
we
right, but the
can
subtitle
lift the
said riot.
Oppressive regime.
And that's how I feel. I feel like I should riot. Punzi, make sure you give those back, okay?
If I agreed, if there's a adult shoe-sized child, I will give them back.
Right.
Until that point, I'm learning a new
What-
skill.
What if it's an adult?
Finders, keepers, losers.
I look
makers.
skeptically, but then I try to find Archie's scarf and
Stitches get
also
smidges.
pick up other things that I recognize as children's affections and whatnot.
And you'll remember that Archie was missing a scarf, and I believe you spoke to Meg, who said she was missing a really specific stuffy, very like kind of like large and round and gray, kind of like an owl, kind of like a cat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Do we see that one?
Let's everyone roll secondary investigations and or perceptions, and we'll see what y'all find.
Hey, I got a natural 20.
Oh, that's better than mine.
Nice.
Look at me finally seeing something.
You're inspired by kid stuff.
Right.
18.
I got a 22.
I had a dirty 20.
Nice.
I had a 19 for investigation.
Cindy, what was yours again?
18.
Okay. So, with a natural 20, actually, we'll save that till the end. So collectively, all of you together, you do find what looks to be a very homely, chunky crocheted and knitted. Like it's got like both, and it looks like a lot of care has been put into it, and there's like a little tiny A embroidered in the corner of a scarf.
So sweet.
You find a like a doll with yarn for hair. You find a glass slipper.
Yes!
You find a stack of sketchbooks, it looks like, and other paintings. And you find a violin, a flute. You find a set of juggling balls. What else do you find? And Punzi, with a natural 20, you find a very sturdy looking, heavily locked, large chest.
Cindy, do your thing.
Yeah, okay.
I would
Come
like-
on, lockpick. Get over here.
Heck yeah. 28. And I'm going to do it with the utmost flair. We're twirling lockpicks. We're feeling our glass slipper. Find.
Okay. So you pop the lock open, and the rim around the chest glows.
I'm sorry? Does it open though? Is it openable or is it not openable?
It looks, you feel, especially with your expertise, that you were able to disable the mechanical part of the lock, but there is still something else protecting this chest.
I mean, is there any visible, like, similar contraption like there was on the door?
Not that you can see.
Should I just dispel the magic?
Try it.
Yeah. What do we have to lose?
All right, I'll cast Dispel Magic.
Roll for that one, please.
I do have it prepared, right? I do have Dispel Magic prepared. Excellent. What is that modifier? The DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
Yeah.
So I have it at 3rd level.
Well, it's my spell level.
Okay.
Which you don't know.
Yeah, that'll be your DC of it. Just, yeah. All right. I have a 15 on the die. Is there any modifier on that for Dispel Magic? If it's like
do you add your
Arcana or something.
spellcasting modifier?
I'm not sure.
It's an
actually.
Arcana. Well, you can add your Arcana if you want.
My Arcana's completely flat, so I would love to not
Okay.
add my Arcana.
maybe do a reroll.
Okay, I'll take a reroll. An 18?
Okay.
Ooh,
Can I come into the out now?
Can you describe what that looks like?
So I'll just approach the chest and I see that it's glowing and I'll just kind of place my hands flatly around it to try and connect with the force within it, and then just kind of close my hands to just essentially crush it. Just not crush the chest itself, but just the idea of absolutely just taking the magic out of it.
And as you lay your hands on it,
Force.
you feel 2 tiny hands just helping.
Thank
Oh.
you, Grogu. I
Not a
would
mimic.
appreciate your help. This seems to be very powerful. Okay. And with it, I'll just kind of, again, lower my hands down to it with his little hands on it and just slowly try to close off the connection to the force from it.
And between the two of you, it dissipates and the glow dies. The chest pops open a little bit.
Cool.
I'll, like, make room for the inevitable incoming Cindy to look in it.
I'm going to let my giant
also get
rat
nosy.
open it up.
Yes.
I have popped off of the giant rat for this.
And it just, like, with its nose just goes boop, and the lid goes boop. Inside, you see a very large bag that looks to be kind of made of, like, upholstery material or carpet even. Very, very, like, intricate patterns. And a well-made, colorful umbrella with a finely carved handle.
Oh.
What'd you find?
The umbrella that would have opened this place if we didn't just have an umbrella laying
Which is
around,
odd
I
'cause
imagine.
We've already had to pass the place where it would have been used to get in. We're in
Right.
the place the
Yeah.
umbrella is needed
Ah.
for. But maybe it's just her backup. But I guess if she got locked out without it. You know what?
The old
I'm glad
key
to have
in the locked in the room
you saw
trick.
her. You saw her with a different umbrella. It was
Ah.
black and sharp.
Genuine.
Maybe she needs this umbrella.
Yeah,
Maybe she has
this-
the wrong one. Yeah.
Maybe the umbrella she's carrying is putting some kind of control in her mind.
Like
Oh,
her
I thought
umbrella
so.
is her saber.
Did we
Seriously?
find May's stuffed animal?
You haven't found that one yet. Also, Ariel, will you roll a wisdom save, please?
Oh God, it's happening. Yes, I will roll that. Gotta pay the toll. All right. Okay, 14.
Okay. And did you specifically pick up any objects that you were trying to give back to the children?
Archie's, yes. The scarf.
Archie's scarf.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll sleight of hand for me.
Oh, well. 4.
Okay.
I don't know if do I want to be sneaky with this, or would Ariel want to be sneaky with this? Because I'd like to use a reroll if Ariel will want to be.
You find yourself just with this overwhelming urge. Just kind of, it just washes over you in a wave where Archie doesn't need this scarf. It's tethering him to a sentimental past that is just going to make him weak. It's not good for him to have it. It's better for him if he doesn't get it back.
It's just like a wave, right? As I'm holding the scarf.
Yes.
But I fight that off and I'm like, oh, that was weird. Why would I say
Weird?
that?
It was
No.
weird.
Archie's scarf. Huh. And I'll try to like rejoin the group as I hold Archie's scarf.
Yeah. That's all
Ariel
that-
wouldn't think that was weird.
No.
Ariel would just be like, oh, wow, strange. Okay, guys, I think we got to get these toys and things back to everybody.
But we haven't
Can I-
found her stuffed animal yet. Can I open the bag?
Yeah, can we open the carpet bag?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, Ray?
Would my clairvoyance still be up? Because it's a 10-minute spell, right? So would I notice
Sure.
anything with that going on? Like, is there anything I would pick up with that while we're actually in the room?
I would say with clairvoyance, you see that this room goes back quite a ways. It is full to the brim of things that look to be like haphazardly just like taken from the building above you and stored away in a rush.
Okay.
Not just school supplies, not just personal items, but anything that could possibly have a hint of personality or flavor or positivity or anything.
Okay.
It's big. There's a lot of stuff here.
So much stuff.
Can I open the bag?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can
yeah.
open the bag.
Okay.
Open the bag. I want to open the bag. Open it.
Looks empty.
Nah, I'm putting my hand in the bag.
You thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I want the other glass slipper.
Oh,
Roll an Arcana.
Okay. I want to re-roll.
We have so many. Go for it.
Yes, 21. Thank you, Chad.
Okay. You put your hand into an empty bag. You think of the other slipper. And you feel just this cold, smooth, delicate object just appear in your hand. I've given them a
I'm gonna
Deus Ex
hold up
Machina. Oops.
Each slipper, and I'm gonna start putting them on my feet and give
So we-
Punsy my shoes. And
we
go,
see
someone
this,
who's more
right?
altruistic than me should reach their hand in and try to think of something for a kid.
Yep.
Oh! I reach my hand in for May's specific stuffed animal.
You just think of it with all your might. But nothing appears in your hand.
How did you do that, Cindy? Is this like peekaboo or something that you?
What magical thing do you have going on?
Yeah.
I connected with the force. I am literally taking off boots that allow me to walk silently so I can wear glass shoes. So
Okay. You know, I support you living your best life. Absolutely.
But those shoes will not support you. They were going to hurt your arches a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, shoes aren't about practicality.
You can
Fair.
add a
I
plus
understand that.
2. Add a plus 2 to any charisma-based check or save while you're wearing those shoes.
Ooh!
You are a benevolent DM. Okay. Can we keep the bag and the umbrella and as many kids' things as we can carry and then go up there and inspire an army, ideally, of children with stuffed animals?
Yeah, I want to max out my pockets of holding with like whatever is down here.
There aren't
Absolutely.
any other doors or anything, right? Like we're in some giant like storage closet.
It oddly reminds you very, very heavily of the gold dragon's hoard that you encountered previously.
Can I just use the force to like pull a bunch of the stuff with us, like have like almost like a floating treasure trove of things behind us to show the children?
We found your things.
You absolutely can.
That's all of it.
That will also draw the attention of the people who imprisoned you. So you are welcome to do so. That's up to you. Grogu will also kind of pull stuff from the air and put it into the bag.
Leia also has my giant rat Jacques near her, and we can ask him if he'll load up like a steed.
Sure.
Yeah, all right. I feel
I
like
also
I feel
help
like, honestly,
stuffing the bag.
At
yes.
this point in the glass shoes, you might want to be on the rat steed.
Okay. Final question. Is there any chance there are croquet mallets in this area?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. I want to specifically keep at least one with me for the moment.
Okay, so you've got a croquet mallet, and I'll also
I'm
say,
terrified.
Ray, you in searching these shelves, you find something that reminds you of home, something that reminds you of just something special.
Oh, it's my object?
Yeah.
I find one of my master's lightsabers.
Oh my god. I should have given it to a space princess.
I don't know what mechanically it does for me, but I found.
I think what would you like it to do for you mechanically?
I think maybe like some sort of bonus to force abilities, because it attunes me. It makes me, because it's like now I have 2 lightsabers I can use in combat. So
Absolutely. So I would say add a +2 to anything that would be force based.
okay, love it.
Hey, Leia, do you have any more inspiring leader left that we could give to an army of children?
Oh, not without a nap, I don't. We all still currently have it, I want to say. I don't think it's been long enough for my inspiring leader to have dropped, so you should still have your 9 temporary HP. But I want to say once per long rest.
How many people can you inspiringly lead at once?
I think it's only 6 anyways. Let me pull it up. Yeah, up to 6 people. You know, it actually doesn't say once per long rest. Oh, no. And it's up to 12. It's short rest. If we could just take a quick break in here. If we want to just hang out in the vault for a little bit. Recharge a
It's
little.
looking for us, right?
I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Flynn and Jasmine got it.
We're not on a time.
Maybe if I could just
schedule.
meditate for a little bit.
Hey, Ray, do you know, is this a dead end? Have you explored these passages at all?
I didn't get this far before I was captured and thrown into that locked door that you found me in, so I don't know yet. I mean, I can look. Can I tell my clairvoyance if it goes on further or if it?
Absolutely. So you can see that the room goes back and is more storage. Looks like more school supplies and things that food and laundry, like things that a boarding school needs to operate. But it doesn't look like there are any like other exits or entrances. Oh, actually, roll investigation.
That's only an 11.
You gonna reroll? We got plenty.
I'll use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, chat.
Well, I rolled. That's worse. That's an 8.
Take
So-
another one.
Do it again, do it again.
Yeah.
The re-rolls.
All right. They're getting worse each time. That's a,
Oh,
that's a
no.
4. Okay, one more.
Another one.
Okay, there we go. 21.
Nice.
Nice.
So,
Thanks,
what I'll
guys.
say is
Give me rolls.
you don't see any exits, but you see an object in like the back corner with your clairvoyance that looks like it has some kind of magical essence or power residue. It's like glowing just a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna use my telekinesis to pull it towards us and have it kind of in the air between us. So like, I don't want to touch it in case something's with it, but that way they can all see it and investigate it and stuff like that.
So as you pull it towards you, you see that it looks to be some kind of painting. And it
Paintings
it
have
look-
been extremely useful to us.
Yeah. Where do we think that one takes us?
The painting looks as though it is of a very comfortable, lush, very plushly decorated room. It's kind of circular. It's got a bunch of little beds in it. And they're like bunk beds and some of like canopies, and they've got like shelves and like nice rugs and
Oh,
I poke it because I want to go in there.
that
and see
looks
if
like a
it'll take
resting
us.
place if I've ever seen one.
Mm.
Yes. I am touching this painting.
all right.
Yes, please.
You and Ariel and I think Leia both
Yes, please.
push through and disappear into that painting. And Ray, this is very likely one of the first times you've seen anything like this. Although you've encountered the fairy godmother before, so you do know that she does have a whole gallery wall of portraits that she does use as essentially portals into other realms or locations that she needs easy access to. This looks to be something of a similar kind.
Like the world between worlds.
Correct.
Mhm.
Do all of you follow suit?
Before we do, is there paint or like a paint set or anything around?
Absolutely.
Cool. Can I pocket a couple of those?
Absolutely. You also, I would say next to the paint, you'll, like I said, you saw some sketchbooks. There's one that's almost completely filled out. Looks to be of self-portraits of like a 14-year-old girl with very like curly black hair, freckles.
Have I seen that girl on campus anywhere?
Not yet.
Cool. I take that though, too. And a blank sketchbook if there's one, because why not?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Where are we at on hearing anybody coming behind us, or do we have any idea if anyone's gonna try to follow us, sound wise?
Ray
You
would have
haven't
to.
Visually.
heard- You haven't really heard anything.
Wow.
Go, Flynn and
are doing a
Jasmine.
Great job.
Yeah, Flynn's good at the whole distracting technique, so we're fine.
Fair. He was very distracting.
He's just smoldering at them and like decided they didn't want to follow us.
He's just got a lot
Yeah.
going on.
Yes, that Boulder really does do something. I didn't quite get it.
All right. Well, should we? I feel bad heading back without Maya's toy, but we should get the rest of these back to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like the scarf back to Archie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll make them happy.
Ariel, do you have the scarf?
I do. I put it with me. I'm holding on to it very tightly. It's given me conflicting feelings, but I've gotten over that. I
What
think
was
we'll have to talk about it. Yeah, when I picked it up, I just got like these weird thoughts in my head, but I think I'm good now.
Weird good, weird bad?
Like, I don't know, like it just made me it made me like not want to give it to Archie. It was strange. It was really strange. I didn't quite understand it myself, but you know what they say. Your thoughts aren't always your own sometimes.
They say that?
Yeah.
I don't think that's something that they say.
You don't think about random things that are like strange and you're like, "Ugh, that would never happen, or I would never do that. You know, like, no.
You know what?
I feel really
Next week
singled
at
out
Princess
here.
Therapy, we can talk about intrusive thoughts over
Uh-huh.
a cup of tea.
Yes.
I would love that. I would love that.
All right.
But yeah.
Sometimes dark objects carry the dark side and
It's true.
come out to you in ways that have been through it.
Archie's scarf's been in a dark place, so it's showing the dark side? Oh no. We'll get you back home, Scarf. I promise.
That might be it. All right. I guess we should head back up.
Do you head into
Wait.
the into?
I
through the
thought we were
painting?
in the painting.
Yeah, we're in the painting.
Oh yes, I'm in back out, and then I do have a job to do.
If you headed into the painting,
Mhm. Yeah.
as you head through the painting,
Okay.
you find yourself in that space, but not. You realize that all of those plush hangings and the rugs and the colorful linens are gone. It is gray and starchy, and it just the mattresses even look like thinner and like more firm. It just everything's a little moth-eaten,
It's a
dingy.
trap.
And there are a couple of children sitting there looking at you as you step through the painting. That you're stepping just through a wall. There's like a worn away space on the wall where a painting used to hang, but you are now
There's
in
no
this
painting
dormitory.
way out.
There's no
Oh
painting there.
no.
And so the children all look at you like,
Hello.
Wait.
General
Are you
Organa.
close?
Pleasure to meet you.
oh, yes, hello.
Hi. I'm Ariel. I'm a fish. And you look like children that don't belong in this horrifying room. Are you okay?
Can I use my shift weave to go full princess gown mode? And now that I have glass slippers, can I just try to like sparkle at them? Can I just like
Sure. and
it's like a
because-
smolder but princess edition?
Sure. Roll a persuasion or just general charisma check and add your glass slipper bonus that you have now.
Is the goal to give them a little bit of hope by showing them color, or just to straight up flex on these children?
I'm just trying to like, you know how when kids see princesses, sometimes they just like can't. They're
Okay.
just like, oh my god.
Yeah, we're just walking in
I
this
was
like gray
like-
drab place, and you're just like,
We give like Cindy a look like, why are we flexing right now?
No,
Is this
I'm
a
trying to
moment?
make them excited.
nope, that makes
I'm
perfect
tr-
sense.
And
Absolutely.
I rolled a nat 20, so I have a 29.
You're being an ambassador.
Whoa.
Incredible.
I'm
So-
blinded by all the flex. Like, oh my god.
Oh
I
wow.
know.
Wait, can you describe to me a little bit what this natural 20 charisma check looks like? This is
Yeah,
a natural
so-
20 on a princess roll.
Yes. So I have my artificer shift weave that fairy godmother helped me be able to do the big transformation. So I do like the full fairy godmother, like sparkles everywhere, blue gown up here, and I'm just gonna full pose with the glass slipper. And I'm just trying to be magical around them so that the gray drab room is, you know, like they're like, oh, these scary women just walked through a wall. It's more like, oh, these magical women are here to help us.
Of course.
And one of the children, who's just like a fairly like thin, olive skinned, looks like a little boy, just looks at you and says, "Are you here to help us?"
Absolutely.
We like to. Are you from the school?
Oh, yes, we're in our dormitory at the school. Classes are over, but some of us were sent to bed without supper. So, we're just
Snack cantrip. I haven't
Waiting
used
for
mine yet today. I will summon a platter of like essentially a charcuterie board, but like Lunchable style for children.
Aw.
Including
really
like how it comes with
fancy.
like the little Capri Suns and the Oreos. So
Like
it's like just a
perfect.
balance, a little bit of everything, where they get a little like meat and crackers and stuff and cheese. And...
Wait, Ray can also do this because she's in our world and the
it's
force is
true.
magic.
You have a snack cantrip. You can summon
yeah.
anything you want once a day.
I use it a lot.
princess
Yes.
powers.
We can't
Did
help
anybody else
ourselves.
not go through the painting, or are we all through the painting?
Everybody, I believe,
yeah.
went through the painting.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Including, I suppose, a giant rat. But Grogu, for some reason, has just
Awesome.
Is that Gus Gus or is that another rat?
it's Jacques.
It's Jacques.
Oh, it's Jacques. Okay.
Gus, but skinnier and in a red shirt.
Understood.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Giant. So
Can
also
we
there's a
just go
giant mouse.
Full Christmas morning and like make these kids' belongings appear.
Do we have anything of theirs?
I think we're gonna have to Santa Claus it a little bit, but with their own
Roll
things.
as
Ho,
you,
ho, ho.
as you spread out, or you
I'm a
lay out the
fish.
spread.
With presents.
You see immediately as one of the kids just looks over his shoulder, you do see that Archie he hid under the bed. He got a lot.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, yes, it's all of you. We're thanks. It's nice to see you again. You all disappeared, and then there was like quite some loud noises and everything.
I'm just
and-
offering snacks. It's just please.
Oh, thank
eat,
you. And then
please.
they'll fall on the food voraciously.
Oh my god.
And
Oh
again,
wow.
It's like, again, these
guys
children
were
are
hungry.
not starved. They're not starving. They just haven't been fed.
Well,
if that
when you
makes
say
sense.
voraciously, it makes me think that they have not had food in the last couple of days. But if it's just out of sweetness, they haven't had anything good, then I understand.
They haven't had anything good. They haven't. They have been nourished, but they have not been fed.
They've been
They
like,
have not been nourished in their hearts.
Correct.
And I drape Archie's scarf over him, and I just say, I hope you guys are enjoying the food.
Archie looks at the scarf and he presses it against his face and like breathes it in, like he can smell home. And his
Ariel sees this and like drops a tear. It's really emotional for her because she understands being split between homes.
I'm just gonna lean over to Ray and be like, every kid in this school would fit on the Falcon. What if we just simply blew it up?
Yes, but then their parents won't know where they are.
We'll put them on the Falcon and then we'll go take them all home.
I could do that. I brought the Falcon with me, so I could just take...
That is
It'll be like Christmas night, but you're dropping off kids.
Archie runs to you, Ariel, and wraps his little arms around your waist, buries his face just against you, and you can feel him like crying a little bit. He's like trying to hide it, like trying to be like tough. But just thank you. And May actually comes back around the corner as well. She's got, crackers started left. Do you find mine?
Oh,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
That's okay. It's okay. I'll find it. We'll find it.
We will find it.
I'm gonna keep looking.
That's a promise. We will find it. I promise you.
Zone of Truth isn't up, right?
Right. That's a good question.
And we will find it. We'll tear apart this school until we do.
Ray, you notice, especially with your perception as well, your passive perception, that as Archie kind of steps back and readjusts the scarf around his neck, he's standing a little straighter. His like cheeks have a little bit more of a glow to them. All of these children are kind of just like pale and wan and just look like the fight's been taken out of him. But Archie, look a little bit brighter, a little bit more chipper.
I'm gonna gesture for Punzi to open her pockets and start just kind of like holding up items for kids to claim.
And I do.
Is this yours? Is this yours?
I've got to.
I just dump it on the floor.
Wait, we
Stuffed
should cast
frog.
Zone of Truth because the kids might just be like, yes, that's mine.
You're doubting the kids that have nothing to lose?
Yeah.
There.
Wow.
All right. I'll cast Stone of Truth.
You see that Archie and May start to kind of just take like initiative rather, and they'll start like looking at things and passing things out. They start to recognize one little boy who perks up immediately seeing the doll with the yarn for hair. Will go over to his bed and like push the pillow up, and he'll pull a piece of yarn from underneath his pillow. It was the last little piece he had of this doll that got taken. And he's been holding it under his pillow for who knows how long.
I'm gonna cry. For real. In this episode, okay? Because I'm imagining all these children and they're holding on to dear hope. Ariel, that would probably like kind of go over Ariel's head, but
Ariel held on to all sorts of important possessions, and she lost them. So I would say that Ariel is uniquely equipped to empathize with these kids.
Ariel
Get
brings
the
it
stuff.
all over.
Isn't it me?
When you think your collection's now complete, you guys have everything. Well, we're getting there.
I used to have a doll back on Jakku that made me feel welcome and have company when no one else was around, so I understand.
Thank you. This is amazing. I thought we'd never see this stuff again. Punzi, you see a young girl about 14 with curly black hair, still eating Lunchables and kind of like looking around. And
I quietly walk up to her, like letting everything else happening, not like holding it up or anything, and just sort of like slide the book to her.
and she will and hug it against her chest and just take a big breath. These kids are like taking big breaths. It's like the first time that they've really felt alive, and bringing these pieces of their hearts back to them. You just see this change.
Before I
And-
walk away, I just want to give her a hug and be like, "You're really good. Keep it up."
Oh, thanks. That means a lot. We didn't have any paintings or portraits or anything. This was all I had to think to remember my family by when I was, when we were away from them for so long. So this really helps. Thank you.
And then I want to hand her the empty sketchbook that I picked up
Uh-huh.
and like half of the paint and be like, "You can keep going."
Oh, I will. Thank you.
Of course. Drawing always meant something to me, so I get it.
Thank you. And again, spine a little straighter. Eyes a little perkier. Just
If any of the children's belongings are looking just a little worse for the wear because they love them a lot, when they hug them or take hold of them, can I just be like, mending, mending?
Fire off little fixes.
Yeah, just make everything look nice so it like came back better than it left them.
yeah, and everything, some of the dust comes off and
I do minor illusions to kind of like brighten up the room a bit, like sparkles and dust and whatnot, just kind of around the room because it feels kind of dreary in here. This is a good moment.
I would
And
like.
also-
Oh, please. Well, while we have a second, if I can, I'd like to just kind of look out across the children and take a moment to kind of like meditate inward, and I would like to cast Beacon of Hope, please. Now, this bestows hope and vitality on any number of creatures within range, so the range is 30 feet. I would like to hit all of the children and princesses while we're at it. They have advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saves, and they regain the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
amazing.
That sounds like it's for me.
All right, Space Mom.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
So I just kind
shiny.
of take a moment and just
And they all start to just, even the ones that, and it specifically you see May, especially, even though she didn't have her belongings returned to her, she's just looking a little bit more put together, a little braver. There's just more life in her. Everybody roll a quick perception for me.
Okay.
I would like a reroll.
Go for it.
Me too.
Go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
take one.
I'll take my 16.
I would like another
I am-
reroll.
Go for it.
Can I take
I
one
am
more?
also gonna reroll.
Yeah. Go for it.
I'm not using
You gotta.
digital dice anymore.
I'm just.
That got worse. That got
Okay.
worse.
I'm way better. I'm way better.
Can we
now.
just stick with my 13?
Sure.
I rolled.
So
gonna-
I'm gonna say maybe Cindy's overdoing it on the princess mode, and everyone's not perceiving very well for a second because I'm using my prestidigitation to just quietly play the faint notes of "What's this?" from Nightmare Before Christmas.
I rolled a 6, a 2, and a 1.
Oh no! It's because
It's
I
the
saw
digital
you
dice.
earlier.
It's the
today.
digital
my fault.
dice.
I was there.
I am moving on to physical dice.
I got a 10. I'm not very. I don't see things anyway.
That's me. Yeah, I got a 10 too. But
I got a 23. Is that 23 good?
That's
Yeah,
pretty
someone's
good.
doing it.
So I'll
that's
say
way better.
Ray, in the rush of the children who are being reunited with their items, you notice a little girl who's still kind of sitting on her bed, and she's having snacks and she's rejoicing with the rest of the children. But you see that on her little bedside table, there's like a rectangular spot that's been like worn away. That like looks like maybe there was something sitting there, standing empty. And you see another little girl next to her. Actually, they're sitting on the bed together, and she's got a like torn out page of what looks like an illustrated storybook, and she's kind of just like got her arm around the other girl and is holding that page, and they're a little disappointed, but it looks like they're rallying. May will then go over to them as well and kind of in solidarity sit next to them.
Okay, I go over to them and I kind of crouch down and I look at the page they have to see like what it is. So it's a page of a storybook.
It's a page of a storybook, and it actually it's probably not a tale that would be super familiar to you, Ray, but it's the title page, something that says Little Red Riding Hood.
Okay, I go. So I'm assuming there's a book of yours that hasn't come back yet.
Oh yes. Well, I have a book of fairy tales. Not the kinds that we read in history class. It's the good ones, the nice ones, and the book's been gone for a little bit, but my mum used to read these to me, and so it's special. And this page, it fell out, so it's all I've got left of it. But I'm sure it'll turn up. Everyone else seems to be turning up, so it's, we're not ungrateful, and it's
Well,
the food has been lovely.
You know what you could. What I'd say to you is, right now, you are living your own fairy tale, and so, even though that book is still missing, your story is being told, and you're on your own adventure, and so one day you'll have this story to tell your children, and then maybe someone will write it down, and they'll have its own book and its own adventure. I sat around a long time in my life waiting for my story to come back to me, but I had to go out and live my story, and it's worth it.
You're right. Well, and this child will stand up on the bed and look at you and say, well, if I'm having a story, then it's going to be a good one. And it's going to be an adventure. And I'm not going to stay in this terrible school with these terrible people anymore. We're going to get our school back.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Like that plan. Are there any doors? Are we just like stuck in a room?
Oh no, there's a door. there's absolutely a door in the wall. And they could point to say, "Oh no, wait, there's a stairway down to the rest of the school. We're just not supposed to go. They do lock us in, in the night because they don't, because they lock us in. I mean, it's just what happens here.
Well, we'll put a stop to that, won't we?
I listen to the door. I put my ear on the door and I fiddle with the lock, so it is locked.
It's locked.
Can I just bash this one with the backside of the hilt of my saber?
You absolutely can, and I'll say it comes down fairly easily. It was just locked for children. It's not like something that's supposed to be an intense prison. And as that door swings open, I think this is an excellent moment to take a break.
All right. Well then, everybody, stick around. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere, because apparently the story has just begun. See you in a moment.
Sorry for the feels, except I'm not at all.
You're back. Thank you for your patience.
Mopped up our tears.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, welcome back. And as a reminder, we do have ways for you to join in on the adventure. You can help us get a couple more rerolls, which they're burning through them, y'all. You can introduce Grogu back onto the scene. You can offer a sentimental object. We've already got an extra lightsaber and some glass slippers. What else on earth could we find? And as always, a musical interlude. And we're 2 minutes. We have to sing everything we say. And our goal tonight, if we surpass it, we hit it, we get another special epilogue from the villain's point of view.
Ooh, very exciting.
Where last we left our princesses, they had broken into the vault in the basement of this English boarding school run by Mary Poppins, but not the Mary Poppins that we recognize from stories. And after finding lots and lots of lost toys and books and art, they climbed through a painting into a dormitory where they were able to reunite lots of the children with their possessions. They did notice that there is a couple of children who are missing their items. So, but after a rousing speech from Ray, one of the children who is missing a storybook climbs up onto the bed and essentially starts a little bit of a rebellion. And Leia is able to just slash the lock off the door of the dormitory, and there is a narrow staircase headed down into the rest of the school.
Belle, out of curiosity, would you say Mary Poppins has a vague resemblance to like a Julie Andrews or like an Emily Blunt?
Important question.
That is a really important question,
Yeah, fair.
actually.
I would say much closer to like a Julie Andrews.
Yes, okay. Then we will not blow her up with the Vulcan.
That's valid.
I'm not going to make that promise.
Oh God.
After what these children have been through, absolutely not.
I would
don't
protect
think it's
Julie
her
Andrews.
fault, though.
Maybe
I've
she
never
was
heard of
being
her.
possessed.
And
Maybe
any
she was
vague resemblance?
We don't
In
have
her
Julie
right
Andrews in
mind.
space.
Okay,
Whoa.
well,
Maybe
It's
it's
a
not
desolate,
her
sad
fault.
place.
Right.
Okay, yes,
That's
it
what I'm
is,
saying.
actually, 'cause
I'm with Ariel
you're
on this one.
distortion.
Yeah. Guys, stop blowing everything up.
Well,
Ooh.
I mean, they use the stuff to blow stuff up, and we blow up stuff they blow up stuff with. It's an endless cycle, really.
It is.
We're gonna break that cycle. Me and
So
Lex.
what are the kids up to right now?
I felt
Exactly.
that so hard.
They're eating, and they're kind of just standing for a moment waiting.
Oh, wait, the door's open. We should totally look outside.
Yeah, you just see it's a stairway down into the main school. May will come back up to all of you and just say, well, I don't know how to fix this, but we're all feeling better, and and we want to change things. We want our school to go back to what it was. And we want to find out what happened to the headmistress and why she's being so weird, and maybe find the rest of our stuff. Janice is also, she's missing a music box, and the story and Charlotte's storybook, and you know, my Steffi. We're definitely still looking for those, but I don't know how to change things. I don't know how to fix stuff.
So I think we should definitely run out of this room with stuffed animals and weapons brandished.
Now, just us?
Okay, I feel like the
Just us.
just is unwarranted, but sure. We do have a ball
about-
gown and a giant rat.
Okay, but
I
what
pull
about
out
the
my
other
trident.
kids?
We'll
about
find
the
the
other
other kids as we go.
and the teachers?
We'll pick them up along the way.
So I gave Flynn my frying pan,
Mm-hmm.
but I have weapon bond with it. So can I sort of superhero style reach out my hand to call my frying pan back to me?
Wow.
Your voice cut out for that, Belle.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. So when it gets back into my hand, I want to hand it to May and say it does more than you think it can. I know it's not your stuffed animal, but there's power in this too.
Okay.
A lot of power, actually. That's terrifying.
Is there any chance that I could use my magical tinkering artificer skills to create like a sound repeating box that just plays "We Don't Need No Education" really, really loud, so that all the other kids know that we're coming for them?
I certainly can't stop you.
I'm gonna try. What do I need to roll?
Oh God.
I'll let it be Arcana, Intelligence. I'll even give you maybe a Dexterity, sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Just tinkering.
28.
Yeah. Does it look like anything in particular?
Yeah, I think that it's gonna be like a little megaphone type deal, so it kind of like blends in. I'm just gonna smash it up really high on the wall and stick it there, and it's gonna play. I want it to magically play "We Don't Need No Education" at the perfect volume for like a movie montage everywhere in the school.
There's got to be like an intercom system or something, right?
Yeah.
While
I-
you're using it, maybe like alert them of the plan, like in between like catchy beats, something that's just like, oh, so meet us in the halls. The rebellion has begun.
Right. That's how the music works.
Those are in the lyrics.
There.
So while they're doing that, can I like look outside to see if there's anyone else there?
Sure. So you don't really see anyone. I would say what you do see, if y'all are headed down the stairs, the first thing you see as everyone is prepping this is there is a door that does say teacher's lounge on it.
Guys, have you ever wanted the best snacks ever? The teacher's lounge is right across the hall. Nobody's excited about that. No one's excited about
Let's
the teacher's
do it.
lounge.
Oh,
Wow.
I thought
But
we talked-
princesses deliver
talking-
non-lethal damage
We do.
until we know that the person is for real evil and not like magically made evil.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Have you not been doing that this whole time?
I didn't know that was a thing, but I will start now. Yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
princess damage. I learned from them. It's polite.
Well, I mean, Jedi don't really believe in killing anyway, so that actually works really well with the code. And
Yeah, you
I
tell
did-
our paladin that.
Okay, well,
Oh.
technically, if you're never going to accept me as a Jedi canon, then I don't have to follow the rules.
Wait, we accept you as a Jedi. We accept you in any
We
way that you
accept
want.
No,
you.
it's the Jedi Order that doesn't technically really acknowledge me as
Oh.
such. So, in doing so, then I abandon the rules.
Is the Jedi
Well,
Depending
the
on the time.
patriarchy?
Well, no, but
I'm just starting my own
sometimes.
Jedi Order, and it seems to work out good for me. So
While
Yes.
they're discussing Jedi
It's,
politics, I
complicated and
sneak over
restrictive.
and look inside of the teacher's lounge.
I'm with Ariel.
Yeah.
So, you're still playing the music, right? You're making lots of
Of course they are.
We don't need no education.
I will say if Ariel and Punzi, if you wanted to peek into the teacher's lounge before there were loud noises, I will
Thank
give you time to do that as Cindy is
Thank you.
working up something.
Benevolent
Amazing.
DM.
We
Thank you
don't
so much.
need no thought control.
Thanks. So yeah, I do that before
Just
she
as she's
rigs it up.
finishing up, you do
Yeah.
see that there are you do see a like fairly young person. They're in like gray office-y type, business-y type clothing, and they're drinking a cup of tea, like kind of staring into space. Again, they also look similar to the children, like wan and dull and kind of sad.
That's it. That's the only person in there?
That's the only person in there.
Got
Can
it. I would
we
like to
just-
think that Ariel and I did this, like, head on top of head, peeking in the doorway.
Yes.
Great.
So I cast a minor illusion of like a little bunny hopping on their table.
Okay.
See what happens.
They'll like drop the teacup and look
It
around.
smells at them. They can't see us, but they can see the bunny. What do they do?
Teachers, leave them kids alone.
Yeah, I think at this point music starts to blare. Are you you're leading the children down the stairs? So I imagine there's also probably maybe some yelling.
Oh my!
Yes.
Are we telling the children to just
Is
pop
that
off?
is that what you want? This is me asking a question. Is that what
I
you
have no control. This is all over you guys in the room.
Pink Floyd. Everyone should be shouting.
Yeah, I'm shouting. I'll shout.
Well,
Is there a handle on the door?
Yeah, it's just a regular door.
Is there a way that I can... I probably got like
better.
some... Yeah, is there a way that I can use... I can't use my hair. Like a rope or something to lock the door to the teacher's lounge shut so that the guy we just looked at can't get out?
Sure. You can. I imagine you've got something in your pockets.
Right.
Oh no! You know what? Actually, you know what'll happen is as you're staring at this door, suddenly you feel just like a tug.
hello.
Oh, hi, buddy.
Hi.
And magically, out of nowhere, Grogu will just hold up a rope.
You are the best.
Wow. Really coming in clutch today. All right, I'm gonna
Cool.
keep
That's good.
shuttling children and just kind of
Cool.
pushing them forwards down the hall and trying to like usher other ones that are coming out to the music.
I say thank you, Grogu, because I thought I was gonna have to, turn into like a grungy old teacher and tell them that they could never leave their day job and they can never clock out. So thank you for not letting me crush that person.
Remember, nice people stuck in bad things.
Yes.
Roll.
So I help them with the kids.
Punzi and Ariel, roll a quick perception check for me.
Oh, man.
This
is
kind of shock.
We've
Do we have
got,
any?
we've got at least. I'm pretty sure we have like at least 6 more rerolls.
Can I use one?
One,
'Cause it's-
yeah.
A 3
Please
is
don't.
not gonna cut it.
Don't get worse.
Kissy!
Yes. 17.
Nice. Okay. So as this noise starts to happen, you start to reinforce the door. Punzi and Ariel, you see this staff member just run up to this door and there's like a little window in it, and you notice that they've got like a little mark on their neck.
Like a
All
kind
of
of
them
mark.
do?
Just there's one person.
Okay.
He's got like a little mark on his neck.
Like
I
a
think
chip-looking sort of mark, or...
Yeah, what kind of mark we talking?
It's
Somebody.
like it kind of looks like a callus.
Ew.
Oh.
On your neck? Ugh. Ariel's
And
grossed out by
with
that.
With a 17, you'd see that they're on the tips of this guy's fingers too. Looks like they're a little calloused.
Like this kind of game?
It looks as though there was something that would like habitually rest their chin on something.
I can see this.
I if I'm looking at them, I minor illusion a violin.
What?
Like if I can like pull up like the image of a violin. Cause when you say fingertips and where their chin rests, that's what I think of, like an instrument.
Ariel, get it.
So
And
I'm like,
they'll put.
Yeah, and you're
Where
like,
did you get that?
Oh wait, I should have one in my pocket, right?
Yeah, you
We
do.
took them.
You
Cool.
absolutely have. You've got a violin in your pocket.
Great. I would like to untie the door and hand him a violin, and but I don't want to let him out right away because I'm still not there. But I would like to crack it open, shove the violin in, and then close the door a little bit and see what happens.
what?
Before
A
I.
sentence. You've got a violin in your pocket. Absolutely.
Right, I've got a violin in my pocket.
Roll persuasion at advantage.
Well, thank you for the. Okay, persuasion. 17.
Okay. So look at you. Look at the violin.
I would like
Listen
to elbow Ariel to play the minor illusion.
Look at you, and then listen for a moment to the music. And the spine will straighten. Glow comes back into the eyes a little bit.
I'm gonna roll a performance check because I feel like that's right.
Yeah, absolutely. And he'll take he'll settle the violin
Oh God, I'm gonna roll it one more time.
on his shoulder and start to play along with the music
Yes.
that's Cindy's.
23.
Oh yeah, you're doing great. And he's starting to match you. And he's starting to play along with the music that Cindy's contraption is making.
Yes.
Does his color come back like the kids did?
Color comes back like the kids did.
This is great.
Is the lesson here that people should be empowered to have enough money for the things that they're interested in that enrich their lives, or is it items have inherent spiritual value, or
You can't steal people's joy like that. That's what I've
Yeah.
learned today.
Maybe that in times of absolute hopelessness, even the smallest things that attach them to their creativity and can provide them hope. Or
And
to
remind them
their
who they are.
individuality and personhood.
Yes.
Cool. I unlock the
In all
open
oppressive
the door.
regimes, they really do take away anyone's anything that makes them different.
Yes.
All
You're
right.
unlocking something?
As you unlock the door, this teacher will stop for a moment, hold out a hand to shake yours.
Hi,
Say-
I'm Rapunzel.
Thanks. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ariel. I'm a fish. And you're a great violinist.
General
So are
Organa,
you.
we've started a rebellion. Would you like to join us?
Yes, I would. Have you seen the headmistress or the assistant to the headmistress?
Only once in passing, but actively looking.
All right, be very careful. They're more treacherous than they seem. I don't know what's happened to them. But if you can save them, they were good people. They are good people. I don't know what's happening.
What was your name, by the way? Because we're real bad at that and we're trying to get better.
Garrett.
Thank you, Garrett.
Garrett, I think that we have an idea of what could possibly help. The umbrella that the headmistress was carrying around doesn't seem right, and we've found what... Does this look like something she carried before, maybe?
Yes, that's it.
And in the same way that your items affected you, maybe bringing back what she used before would help her, would break her of whatever
The
clutch is
umbrella.
held on her.
So yes, that makes perfect sense. I don't suppose you found Bert's shoes.
Oh.
Punzi.
I pull them out of my pocket.
I'm so sorry. This is really ill-timed for your sadness about these shoes, but we will also be singing. Starting now.
Let
I
them
told
go.
you.
Let them go.
You can't keep them anymore.
Can I hand the shoes? Is Bert actually around here?
I don't see Bert at the moment, but
Oh,
he's
well.
but he's probably not too far.
All in all, he's just another brick in the wall. I'm just being the loudspeaker.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, Ponzi, give those shoes away.
I'm sorry, but today's not your day. Gonna give them away. Yeah. These belong to you.
I'll
Look at that. Yeah.
take the shoes and try to go find Bert.
And you're swept down the hallway with screaming children and Garrett playing the violin. And as you rush down this hallway, you begin to see a figure standing with two growling dogs staring you down.
I would like to not get too close, but I sort of toss his tap shoes at him and see what he does.
You just toss the shoes at him.
Who throws a shoe? Now, come on.
I would like
Move on.
to throw them tap side down so that the noise sort of echoes.
Ooh. Roll a persuasion check for me, please. Ooh.
I got a natural 20.
Nat 20s are the best.
She's not very perceptive, but boy, can she throw a shoe.
And your time is up on your musical interlude.
Oh, and I do believe we've hit goal, so you'll get some secrets later.
Y'all have been rhyming tonight, okay? With the bars.
Mhm.
Love that.
Doing pretty well. All right. So with a natural 20. Okay.
Can I throw them where the taps hit with like a tap, like you would if you were tapping? Like I throw it and they hit rhythmically.
Step ball change toss.
It's a time step.
Right. Yes. Want to throw them really well.
So you
Yes.
This is great.
and the dogs first, the ones that were snarling at Bert's feet. And we'll just like sniff the shoes and then like creep up to you and roll over so I can get belly rubs.
All the pets, all the belly rubs.
Aw,
And
you
I'm-
furry creatures.
Eyes on Bert though.
And Bert will reach toward them for a second and then just shake his head and take a step back, looking incredibly confused.
Now that the dogs are chill, I would like to pick up the shoes and like go to Bert and like take his hand and place the shoes in them. I believe these belong to you, and I think they'll make things a little bit better.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you put his hands in the shoes so he could
No, I laid them on his hand. I did not give him.
I'm sorry.
No. I believe this is how you use these.
So he, as you approach, he's starting to just shake his head, and there's a moment where his expression softens, and then it'll harden again, and he'll back up. And I think what he'll do actually, everyone roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, thank God Mama Leia helped us with that.
Yeah, we get a
What?
reroll on it?
A +2?
+2, and everyone roll at advantage because he looks shaken.
Okay.
Don't they also get something plus? I have an aura, my aura.
Yes, your charisma bonus.
So you get a
taken
+2
out.
anyways.
I'm gonna use
You
a
get
reroll.
advantage.
Go for it. Go for it.
22.
You get advantage on wisdom saves specifically, and then you get a +2 for my aura.
I also have 2 questions. One, I'm just sort of dumb and forgot that I have those glasses that Flynn gave me.
You do.
Cool. How do those work exactly? There's a
Let me look it up.
charisma thing for 3 people, right? I know that much.
Yeah. Let me look that up really fast. I forgot what I gave him.
Cool.
You're the babe with the power.
Aha.
Oh, really?
I've got a 25 on my.
Also, is
wisdom
my-
save.
Is my hair back? Did my illusion drop yet?
Oh yeah, it must have.
Wait, was
Thank
it a wisdom
God.
save or a con save?
Con save.
Oh.
I'm sorry. You're right. Somebody brought up a wisdom save. So at con, it's the exact same. I had the same modifier.
I got a 17. That's why I asked, because my wisdom's way higher than my
So
con, so
sorry.
it would have been a much better save if I
Yep, and I would have been able to help you more with the beacon of hope.
It's okay.
Oh, wow, my con's great. 19.
Ooh, very nice. All right, I'm gonna send you what this is.
Thank you.
Ray and I over here just being soft, squishy ladies.
All right. So, can everybody let me know what their saves are one more time?
17.
Okay.
14.
25.
22.
22. And Punzi, what was yours again?
19?
Okay. Who got under 16? Cindy? You want to reroll?
No.
Wow. Bold. Beautiful.
If you get to spray yourself with demonic perfume.
That's why I recognize real. I respect.
Okay. The most
excited.
unexpected alliance. I love it.
Oh man, here we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my cure moderate
Hang
wounds
on.
ready.
I don't have enough dice. I have to roll on D&D Beyond.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry.
Oh no! When Ariel
When I
sprays
ask
things
if
on
you
herself.
I have a tone of voice toward you and everything.
I don't know. I'm just feeling myself with these shoes.
Yeah, you super are. You also take 45 points of psychic damage.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of damage.
Spicy.
And
you
then
very
everyone
well?
who saved takes 22.
Sorry, was that 45 or 40?
45.
Okay.
You,
love that.
you had some temporary HP for me. How long is my inspiring leader?
Oh, we used that.
Yeah.
Unless it was gone.
And you now have a level of exhaustion, Cindy.
Belle?
Yeah, you're good until you finish a long rest.
I
So you
was
should
like,
have had
fine,
12
45
temporary
points of
HP,
damage.
by the way.
Oh.
Not 9. So
But
it
you
was how
said-
much are we taking, the people who saved?
22. As this just feeling of lethargy and boredom and just grayness just overcomes you as Bert shakes himself and is like, that's not, no, we can't, you're breaking the rules.
Can I detect magic and concentrate a bit to see where it came from?
It came from
Or-
Bert.
It came from Bert?
It came from Bert.
Oh no! Okay. Yikes.
Damaged and exhausted, but since I have a croquet mallet, can I just like
Can I
I'm
just
so exhausted. Can I just like roll it around and like croquet mallet him in the jaw? That's the dream.
Princess
It's a big ask.
Do I notice that Cindy is just not feeling it?
You all would definitely notice that Cindy appeared especially effective, or affected by it.
Can I pass her one of my cure moderate wounds?
You absolutely can, and I'll also say because Punzi was so effective at shaking Bert a little bit, and you saw for a moment a little bit of a glimmer of something in his eyes, we get a surprise round. So Cindy, as the one so affected, I will give you first whack, but then everyone else roll a quick initiative so that we can have a bit of an order.
I'm trying to pull a red queen, like a croquet mallet spin, up the jaw.
Sure. Roll to hit. Add.
Can I have a reroll on initiative?
Sure.
I got a 2.
What should I add to my
As I
hit?
say, you can add dex. We can make
Okay.
a martial weapon.
Okay, so that's a 19 to hit.
Sure, that'll hit. And we'll call it. I mean, it's essentially like a warhammer.
It's kind of like a flamingo warhammer.
Yeah, it's like a flamingo warhammer. So I'm gonna say that's 1d8 plus your
So
your
good to
dex,
me.
I guess.
Except that exhaustion, you're so good to me.
I offered you reroll, just take it.
8 points of damage.
You know what? I'm gonna. That is the Kaylee DM. Like that's it. I'm gonna. I love it. Yes.
Can I use booming blade on that?
On your croquet mallet? Yeah. Sure.
Really?
Yes.
Sure.
Why not? I love
Why
that.
not?
Yes. Cool. God, what number did I just say? That was 8 points of damage. That's 13 points of damage now. I hope his jaw is broken. Screw you, chimney man.
I mean, you clocked him good. As far as initiative goes, do we have anyone above 20? 15 to 20.
Oh no, not me. 15 to 20.
Yes, sorry, I'm above 20.
I'm 15 to 20.
I'm 22.
Okay, Ariel?
17.
Punzi?
18.
And Ray, what's your initiative?
12.
Also
And-
12.
Awesome. And I know
You're
that
probably way more dexterous than I am.
yes, Ray has
Guaranteed.
much more dexterity. I'm
Monk.
gonna roll.
Paladin dex.
Okay.
Non-existent.
And
I've never even
surprise,
heard of
surprise, I rolled a 9 in initiative. So,
And we have a surprise round, right?
yes, so this is
Okay.
a surprise round. So, first in the surprise round, wait, Cindy, what was your initiative roll?
22, because I have the rapier of warning.
Oh, right, 22. So you already got your hit in. So next we have Punzi. What would you like to do?
Okay. My hair's back.
Sure.
Great. I would like to tie up Bert.
Okay.
Like throw my hair to specifically lasso around his feet, so I can like sort of tug and trip him.
So that's going to be a grapple.
Okay.
So again, and you get to roll an advantage because with that natural 20, you shook him.
Oh, that's my strength, right?
Yeah.
26.
Wow. Okay.
I'm so strong. It's all I got.
I mean, I'm gonna. I don't. That was a 4. Yeah. Sure. Yep. Describe that to me a little bit. Tell me what that looks like.
Okay, so I want to do like the Punzi pose that she does when she's like getting ready to lasso. And I want to throw it, and I want it to wrap around his feet several times. And then I want to tug it And then I want to scream, "Put on the shoes!"
And I'll say, as you start to tug him towards you, you'll hear just a little bit of a, and Grogu will like kind of like float in his little like Easter egg like cradle and like hunker down like behind his knees so that he gets like his feet knocked out from under him, and Grogu will just be like to knock him down to help you out a little bit, and Grogu will then
Awesome.
just like. So you do that.
High five, Grogu.
I am so sorry to retcon. I
Yes.
forgot that I made myself a cannon of healing. For my bonus action, can I heal myself with my cannon?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. Okay.
Absolutely. And Ariel, you have the next surprise. What would you like to do?
Ariel, we're just dealing with Bert right now, right?
Correct.
So Bert's got the shoes on. Do I notice anything with the kids?
Bert
He
does
doesn't have
not
the shoes on yet.
Oh, I will. Okay, I'm gonna look at the kids. Are they good?
The kids are fine. They've kind of just like they're
like-
a lot of them have moved around to continue their rampage. The music's still playing.
Of
They're
course.
hype. And Garrett is actually also kind of supervising them as best as he can with, you know, everyone's like spirit is kind of up and their blood is up, and so the rebellion has begun.
This is great. Okay, I'm gonna go help Grogu put the shoes on then.
Roll a either dexterity or sleight of hand.
All right, which one's better?
And I'm gonna say you need to roll at disadvantage for me as you touch these shoes.
Okay, they're both the same. All right. That was okay. That was worse. So I got an 8.
Just you hear these shoes, and then another wave just kind of crashes over you. Doesn't need these. He's not effective with these. He's a much more effective, authoritative administrator and teacher, keeping the children under control. If he is serious and solid. Dancing and laughter and make-believe have no place in an institution. It makes him weak.
Real quick, each creature within 10 feet of Ray gets 11 points of temporary hit points.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
So,
So with this makes me not want to help with the shoes at all. Does this make me want to take the shoes?
It's
How's-
definitely making it harder, but I will say we've got rerolls if you wanted to try and
I'm gonna try one more time. See if I can up that problem there. Okay. Sleight of hand. Okay. Well, that was a 12. So, not quite a 16, but not quite an 8.
well, roll a charisma save or a wisdom save.
Oh God.
Or well, you know what? If you try charisma this time.
Okay. Well, that wasn't. Oh, that was way better. 23.
Okay. So again, that wave washes over you.
Oh, these shoes. What? So I'll say that. So that's just a save? Can I still try to put them on him?
You can try, but it's gonna take you just a little bit longer because you did it with that surprise. It just you had to hesitate
Exactly.
just a
I'll
little
take that. I try to put the shoes on, and that'll be my turn.
And we are moving along to Ray. What would you like to do?
So with my passive perception, is the Force telling me that there's a bigger threat looming than just Bert, or is right now just this one dude our threat?
You definitely know that somewhere there's someone who is in charge of Bert, who is also a big threat.
Like an immediate threat, or like this? Like right now, if we solve this Bert problem, we're not gonna have to keep fighting right now.
You know that she is probably somewhere nearby,
Okay.
but you don't know where.
You know what? This is like a one shot for me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. So I start to channel the power that I have within myself as a granddaughter of Sheev Palpatine, and so I draw on this force energy that I have, and my eyes start to glow, and I start to levitate, and I'm gonna activate my radiant soul because I made this version of Rey and Asimar to reflect that she is Palpatine's granddaughter and has that like innate pure power of raw force strength, and so I'm gonna activate that. So that's gonna be my surprise round turn is to essentially instead. I know normally there's like wings that pop out. I don't think Rey has wings. I think she just levitates like she does in the beginning of Rise of Skywalker. So I think she just kind of like has that like all those generations of Jedi suddenly come coursing through her and give her that level of power. And that's my surprise round.
Incredible.
And she ignites both lightsabers.
Yes.
Spicy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go get my blade from my Leia lightsaber, so I'm gonna back while I do that, because why not?
We love to see it.
Yeah.
Incredible. Leia, what would you like to do?
So how's this guy looking?
Grappled.
Okay.
With maybe a shoe on.
Right.
And remind me how much damage you did, Cindy?
To him?
Yeah.
This would be my moment to lie, but I think it was like 12 or some not exciting number.
I remember, yeah, it was like somewhere, okay, yeah, somewhere they wrote 20. Fabulous. So, he definitely, like, he got hit in the face.
Mhm.
He's tied up. He's got half a shoe on. Grogu and Ariel are, like, at his feet. But he is still, it looks as though he's having some kind of internal conflict.
Mm.
He's
No.
struggling.
Men will just really do everything to not go to therapy.
You're so right. Now his hands are restrained. He can't do anything with his hands.
No, I
He's
don't
just
believe
magically
No, it's
restrained.
just his feet. His hands are fine.
Oh, excellent. Then I'll cast command.
Okay.
My command is tap.
Amazing. I remember when I had
Is that a wisdom save?
spell.
Let me double check, but yes, it's a wisdom save.
Fantastic.
Such a great
DC is
spell.
14. Does he save?
Can he tap with his hands?
Yeah, we
That's
totally
what I
tapped.
Well, I was
intended.
asking to see if he could get the tap shoe on with his hands, you know.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so I rolled a 17.
I would like to use a reroll to make you reroll.
Yep.
Boom.
Ooh, I was higher.
Oh.
Again.
Do we have more?
Yeah, we have more.
Can we use it? Everybody cool?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that one was also higher. I'm sorry.
Kaylee, no.
Wow.
Use that.
Dick Van Dyke.
Are you stealing our die today?
Okay, well,
How-
will you do
One
one more?
time you roll well.
One more.
Yes.
One more. One more.
I'm gonna scream.
13.
Yes.
It does?
Lit.
So I
Perfect.
just put a hand up to him and I wave it across and I say, tap.
Tap.
Coolest space mom ever.
And he will glaze over. And he will put the tap shoes on. Or I guess he will reach for the tap shoes and start to try and put them on his feet, but he's like a little stuck.
As a bonus action, can I use my force abilities of a telekinetic shove to just get him up, like, onto his feet out of it, or potentially
Help you out.
ungrapple, just to get him, like, up and into the position? Just.
Sure. Sure.
It's
So
a bonus action.
you've got him, I will say, between you, Ariel, and Grogu.
Right.
You're
Yeah,
able
I'll
to
get
get
Grogu
the
in
shoes
there to
on
help
his
out.
feet and up, and he's still kind of restrained, so he'll do this, but he'll, like, you can hear it start to and he starts to just eyes clearing a little bit. You see the face, like, again, there is someone trying to break through, and that is what is happening so far. Cindy, it is your turn again at the top of the initiative.
Well, what Leia did changed my plan a bit. That was very clever. Okay. Okay, so I believe that the problem is mental, not so much smashable. So I'm going to, instead of smash, cast hideous laughter on him.
Ooh, nice.
I want him
Oh
to find
my.
some joy. And that's a wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom save 17.
Shoot, do we have any more rerolls?
We have 2.
Alright, can I have it? Is that cool with everyone?
I'm happy with it.
Go for it.
Okay, I want it. Thank you.
All right. What's the DC?
15? 15? Please?
Yep. 14.
Ha 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 ha. Okay, so a creature that I can see within range perceives everything is hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter. For as long as the spell affects it, he is incapacitated. And unable to stand up, but I imagine him still trying to tap from a seated position. Like a little Dick Van Dyke kind of.
Okay, so now he's back over laughing, but also trying to tap.
We are destroying this
So
person.
we'll let that resolve in a second.
Can I also use my bonus action to use my pumpkin carriage cannon to spray bubbles everywhere? And I would like to heal my friends again with temporary hit points, and that would be everyone within 10 feet of Ray, because that's where it is, gets another 11 temporary hit points.
Yay! Whew. Amazing. All right. Fabulous. Okay, bringing it over to Punzi again.
It's just Bert chilling.
I would not call it chillin'.
I mean,
he's like laughing hysterically, but almost like it hurt, like holding his sides like it hurts, but also like moving his feet, like trying to tap. He's fallen over again. His legs are still tied, and Grogu and Ariel are both at his feet, like
Making
Okay.
it work.
I want to untie him
okay.
because I would like him to full tap. I feel like he needs his full, like, all of his moves to really get him back.
Okay.
I agree that it's mental and not physical. Can I've got my, like, sword. So is he, like, he's tapping a little bit?
He was trying to, and as you release him, he will. He's like in his like almost convulsions of laughter. He is like hitting the floor with his shoes. It's just
He's not rising to the ceiling in laughter.
he can't quite get up because of Tasha's, but he's definitely
Can I use
trying.
the
no,
tip
30.
of my sword to try and, like, complete his tap sounds for him?
Got another half on.
So that it's sort of jogging his, like, audible memory?
Oh.
Roll
No.
persuasion performance.
Thank you.
Like one of them's.
I went real bad. Can I get a reroll?
I think there's one more reroll.
Oh no.
Do it. Use it.
Do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The babe with the power.
21.
Ooh! Okay, so he'll like, and you will tap.
Yeah.
And again, his face starts to soften as even with the laughter, he starts to weaken and the smile becomes a little bit more genuine as his eyes start to brighten up a little bit before again it shakes out of it. He is really trying.
Okay.
Something seems to be breaking through. Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
No, I would just like to. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'd like to do.
Awesome. Ariel, what would you like to do?
If the shoe is on, Ariel wants to take a step back and kind of ready in action. Like a minor illusion to distract them with if they get disrupted. And I'm basically holding my action.
Okay, great.
Yeah, readying my action. Yeah.
Sure. Fabulous. All right, so then we are moving over to Ray. What would you like to do with 2 lightsabers?
All right, I kind of want to fudge a little bit because I know command is normally only one word, but I kind of want to do Jedi mind trick using command.
Sure.
And so I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna channel the extra force powers that I'm getting from General Leia's lightsaber, and I'm gonna go. You want to take us to your mistress?
Oh,
Okay. And that's another save, right?
Yeah. Wisdom.
Yeah, and I'm rolling at disadvantage now because y'all are breaking through. What's your DC?
With the bonus from the lightsaber effect, it's gonna be 19.
Oh, yeah, I don't. I sure don't make that. Sure don't.
Jedi, I'm a Jedi.
So he'll start to stand up and he'll like and turn towards the other end of the hallway and look as though he is starting to move. He's still laughing uncontrollably, so he's like doing his best because he can't really walk. But he starts to move among the mob of children and the teachers.
Pansy, where's your
Smart
hair
dog.
right now?
My hair? It's just doing its thing. It's not wrapped around him.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I freed him. My hair's
I just want to make sure you're not being dragged by the hair.
Okay.
I am
So-
not.
With my movement, because I can actually go 40 feet and I can levitate. So I'm gonna move down the hall towards where he's kind of like leading us to. So I might get ahead of him, but I'm trying to like leave him alone now and find Poppins and just go to town on her. So
Nice. Okay. So yeah, so you move ahead of him down the hallway. You start to smell food cooking. It doesn't smell great, but you do start to smell food cooking.
I usually eat dehydrated bread from a desert, so I
That's
have
true.
no pickiness about food.
True. Excellent. So that everyone starts to move forward.
I'm so glad you were able to get snack cantrip from hanging out with us. Your
Yeah.
desert cuisine is going to improve so much.
It's true.
So much.
So much savory flavors. I can see it.
Leia, what would you like to do?
Okay, so in his current status, it's just like we've got him. Honestly,
You got him.
like
You do.
we've got him under control. So directly behind him is what?
So he's now moving forward, kind of following Ray, honestly,
Right.
at this point.
Or directly in front of him, rather. Yeah. He's moving
Yeah,
forward now.
he is headed down the hallway towards that door that's, starting to smell like food.
I
And-
think, honestly, more than anything, I'm just going to. How's Cindy looking? Is Cindy still pretty spicy hurt, or is she doing okay now? Spicy hurt? Okay, then I'll just use Cure Wounds on Cindy while we're walking. Go ahead and roll that. It's not. Oh, actually, that's pretty good. 16 points.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
I'm at max hit points now.
Yay.
Thank you. That
Nice.
was like
Yep. And that's it for me. I'm just gonna kind of be checking on everybody and like patching up a little bit, keeping an eye on Ray and making sure everybody is coming out of that all right.
Right. Okay, so it's Bird's turn. He can roll to save from laughter, right? At the end of his turn, Cindy?
Oh, yes. At the end of every turn and anytime he's damaged. You know, it is
Blah. Ah,
Sure,
blah,
sure,
blah,
sure.
blah, blah.
And it's, remind me again the save, I'm so sorry.
It's a wisdom save, and you have to beat 15, please. Or not. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Rolled a 14 again.
We're just hilariously funny.
Yes.
So
So he's
funny.
gonna keep going. He's gonna keep tapping. And he will begin to lead you all towards this dining hall. And the children in a mob will all just kind of like filter in among you towards this cafeteria area and push that door open and reveal an empty dining hall. There are already kind of platters on the tables of boiled potatoes and bread that probably has seen better days.
Ugh.
And standing at the back of the room is again a familiar figure. Tall, buttoned up, holding that spiky black umbrella. And she will just stop and stare at all of you and say, "This will not do. All of you return to your dormitories. This is absurd, but what are you doing?" And she will take another spritz of that purple perfume and glare at all of you. Bird is going to start to approach her at this point because that's what he was told to do. Is there anything you want to do before he gets to her?
I mean, maybe is he still laughing or did he save?
Are we still in
Laughing.
initiative?
Still laughing?
He's still laughing. I would say initiative is kind of paused for the moment.
I'd love to just message to Cindy and just be like, hey, he might be kind of defenseless if still giggling. And
Yeah.
he's approaching a very big danger.
Can I press to digitize the perfume out of her air lounge?
You tried to do
Smack
that
it
already,
away.
and you noticed it didn't work.
I was kind of hoping it would work this time, but your memory is longer than mine. All right. Can I then toss her umbrella at her? Because I've been holding this whole time.
Can I disguise myself as her? Do I get her voice? I mean,
disguise self doesn't include the voice, but if you want to roll a performance or some kind of charisma check, you can.
Ariel
certainly
should
go.
be able to, right? Let's try it.
I would say that definitely do that at advantage, because voices are a little bit your thing.
Yes. All
The
right.
Genovia national anthem starts playing.
Right. 22. Let's go.
Okay, so what are you trying to do with this woman's face and voice?
So I turn into this drabby, gray, just rude headmistress, and I say, "Bert, get over here right now." And I hope he gets confused. That's all I need.
Okay.
The drag.
That bad was it? That drag was
Did
unintentional.
you roll? So, yeah, roll performance at advantage, and you got a 22.
Yeah.
No, the performance was great, but you were like, I'm going to imitate this person, and they're going to be drab and awful. I'm going to look
be
just like that.
Awful. Yeah. This is how you look on the inside.
Go.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay, so Bert then will
I
turn
feel like the vicious mockery. I
He'll
love
turn
it.
from Mary and turn towards you, Ariel, and start to tap towards you. Completely confused. And Mary will
Good
also stop, confused at all of you, and say, snap out of it. And she will snap her fingers,
I'm snapping at y'all too, like, somebody grab him.
and Cindy, you feel Tasha's dissipate.
Can I use? Hold on, wait. I think I can do something about this. Yeah. Can I use my mind sharpener? I have I can use it as a reaction to succeed on concentration for a spell.
That would be if you took damage
Okay.
and would lose concentration. She is dispelling the effect that Tasha's hideous
Maybe I'll
laughter.
croquet her next.
So he's
Um,
not laughing and he's just free walking back to her.
So he suddenly in the game, this is a special spell, a cipher spell. All of a sudden, but it has now been dispelled. She has snapped her fingers, and he is no longer laughing. And but he's clear-eyed, and he's got his tap shoes on his feet.
Ooh!
Yes. So this is ridiculous, and he will turn to her and say, "Oh, blimey, Mary, what's happened to you?"
Ah,
Having to do a bad English accent is so tough for me.
it is.
But you're doing a
Oh,
good.
I'm so sorry.
Great
Oh,
job.
Improvise poem.
Oi,
Improvise. Make it happen.
what's happened to you? This ain't who you are. What's all this then?
Wow.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, oi, cheerio.
Hey, are you still in the air?
Oh yeah,
Racing,
I'm
yeah,
levitating.
racing,
Yeah.
Can I hand Mary Poppins' umbrella to Ray? Because I think Ray will have better luck with it than me.
You see Ray like grab it with the force because like she's holding two lightsabers, so she can't grab it with her hands, but she can. She has telekinesis, so she just like uses that.
Amazing. She So Mary is staring at Bert. And Bert is staring at Mary and is trying to just connect with her. And she will look at Bert and scoff and say, "I didn't need you anyway. I don't need this place, this school. If I can't eradicate the next generation of heroes, I'll just have to settle for this one."
I would strike. I don't know if we're about to go to initiative, but I'd really just like to hit her.
Now that's not very nice.
Ariel's British too now.
And
10% of the time.
And as you get ready to hit, and Ray, I imagine, is getting ready to do something,
Mm-hmm.
before any of that happens, a like real squishy boiled potato goes splat against the side of her face. And Archie, using his scarf as a slingshot,
Yes!
has stood on the table, is like, "Stop it!
I love Archie so much.
You don't want this school? That's fine! It's ours again!
Yes.
Snap out of it, headmistress!"
Food fight!
Please tell me you do actually.
Oh, 100%.
Let's go!
My minor illusion, like food, like flying, so she can't guess where the food's coming from. Like we've got like imaginary potatoes flying through the air, going to
Okay.
her face, and then real potatoes hitting her face.
Just saying.
Instead of hitting her, I'd like to turn to Archie, and I would like to cast Magic Weapon on his scarf.
Amazing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
just want to imbue with a little extra power. They've got this, and it's going to feel a lot better if they do it.
Yes.
And Ray, what would you like to do?
I think I also want to like support the kids doing it. So, but I think I'm gonna use spiritual weapon, which I'm interpreting as like using force powers to throw things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like guiding the kids' weapons they're throwing to her. But I'm also like trying to get that umbrella closer to her, hoping that maybe the umbrella will like similar to how the other items have kickstarted something in the people who have connected with them. I'm trying to bring the umbrella towards her to try to.
If I notice this, whenever Ray gets close enough, I want to minor illusion fireworks to kind of distract Mary Poppins, like right in her eyes.
Okay, sure. Roll.
I'm making you work with this minor illusion.
No, I like it. So again, roll a relevant check, performance maybe.
Got it. I'll do performance.
Yeah. So while she's doing that, see, my bonus action spiritual weapon, which I'm using the force to throw potatoes at her. My action is telekinesis to move the umbrella closer and closer to her.
Great, yeah.
Using a reroll.
Okay, yeah, that's your
Do
one.
we have any more?
Yes.
Ariel has one.
And I've just gotten a 15.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna say that
And
it's
a
starting to be
clutch.
effective, and that that umbrella edges closer and closer, and she doesn't notice because she's dealing with these fireworks and potatoes and other things are flying, loaves of bread. Is there anything else that anybody would like to do as all of this chaos is happening? Punzi, Cindy?
Yes. I would like to start a chant like you would in a school
Sure.
with super cala fragilistic exp alif docious, and I want like the kids to get into it. I'm gonna clap out the rhythm, and then while they're doing that, I would like to try and lasso her black umbrella with my hair and try and pull it from her hands.
Okay.
Get it.
Roll another grapple. It can be dex or strength, whatever is higher. This is gonna be high DC.
Yeah. So 17, 24.
Okay.
It's so strong. I
So
got
strong. Okay, so interesting. And then Cindy, is there anything else you'd like to do as this is happening? I'll kind of let all this stuff start to.
Yeah, do I have a full, can I take a full action?
Sure.
I would like to cast Sanctuary on Ray, because Ray has the MVP umbrella.
Okay.
And that's a bonus action.
Mhm.
And then for my action, I would like to cast. Hold on, let me make sure that I'm not messing this up with double. Haha! Okay, so then for my action, I would like to cast Thunder Wave onto Mary Poppins. So
Fine.
ideally, she just has to fall down and get potatoed in the face.
Is that a save for Mary?
It is. It's a con save.
Not with a 6.
Yeah, so she takes 2d8 thunder damage, is pushed 10 feet.
Okay, so
Oh, also, additionally, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet as well.
here's what
Now
happens.
that's some force stuff.
There's some force stuff. So we have Archie with a glowing scarf yeeting potatoes at Mary Poppins. We have Bert assisting the children, tapping away. Garrett on the violin, just inspiring all of these children. We have Ray hovering with telekinesis, pushing that umbrella close to her. The spiritual weapon of these like glowing potatoes, just impacting against her with this radiant force. We have, what am I missing? We have Punzi whipping out her hair to pull that umbrella from Mary's grasp, as Cindy, with one final push and this thunderous
It sounds like a bell toll.
just boom, almost like a clock striking midnight or something. I don't really know.
Wow. Convenient.
Just tables overturn, benches go awry, food is flying everywhere, and Mary is knocked off her feet.
Ooh.
But as that umbrella enters into her space, there's another equal and opposite force that pulses a deep, sinister purple. Very reminiscent of the perfume she just sprayed. The umbrella is forced back towards you. But Punzi, you are able to catch on that umbrella, the black umbrella, very briefly, as she takes it for a moment and pulls with a legendary save.
Ooh. Is there a strength contest or anything there? Like, does Punzi still have a hand on it or anything? Like, can I mage hand in to try and, like,
Same.
Mary Poppins?
She's able to just decide to succeed.
Got it.
Got it.
Oh.
Which she just, with her own force of will, there was a flicker as she saw that umbrella, as she saw Bert, as she saw even all of you. But it's, with that burst of purple energy, it's gone.
Still in paused initiative, yes?
Still essentially paused initiative,
Okay.
yeah. She looks at all of you, she looks at the children, and she stands up, regains her feet, drives the umbrella into the floor, and melts away.
Now.
She's gone. Can I cast True Strike? I just want insight. I just want insight into her stuff.
Yeah.
My magic grants me brief insight into the target's defenses.
Okay.
Can I do
What's her
Arcana?
deal?
Read, so just insight into the defenses. Is there any other,
Can I do that?
On my next turn, I gain advantage on my first attack roll against the target, provided that the spell hasn't ended.
Get it,
Okay.
Leia.
You get brief insight into the target's defenses.
Okay. I mean, she's definitely disappeared, but
I was trying to cast it before she disappeared.
On the goo as she melts.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw her take the repeat, that's why I was like, are we out of initiative? I just want to do a thing.
It's all in the gooiness.
Spicy space mom.
I want to know what that
If
is.
it's
That
too
looks
late, it's too
fun.
late.
I'm gonna roll.
I'm
For
gonna
that.
give you, but I'm gonna give you some information instead, because she's leaving
I had a dirty 20 from that
Uh,
Arcana check.
for an Arcana
Okay.
check. Okay. So as she disappears,
Spill the beans.
I'm trying.
Give it to me.
As she disappears, you realize that she is incredibly powerful,
Oh.
deeply affected by whatever this purple perfume is,
Oh.
to the point that this substance that she has been consuming has corrupted her to the point that it is protecting her from anyone's attempts, including her own, to restore herself. So she is going to be specifically resistant to any kind of magic that would be for the purpose of any kind of restoration.
Dang it.
All right. I will share that with the group as soon as she fades away.
So she, as she, it's like in a Wicked Witch style, just like melts into the floor and is gone. There's a
Okay.
moment and a pause as just all of the children are still like got potatoes and stuff like.
It's not over. She's here somewhere, and we will find her, and just because she is resistant to some of the abilities we've used to try and break the curse does not mean it cannot be broken.
Everybody gather your snacks. We got a
Sin-
mistress to catch.
Cindy's shoulders are just gonna slump, and she's gonna go look for the mop and start cleaning the food fight cafeteria.
We don't have to. We can deal
And
with
Bert,
it. Oh,
Bert will say, "Oh, that's totally unnecessary. We can clear up from here. Honestly, I don't really feel comfortable having the children around. I feel like it's kind of dangerous. Would you or one of you maybe be able to take them someplace safe? It sounds like
I could. I have a spaceship. I could take them all home and let the rest of the princesses deal with the problem.
oh, that would actually be really helpful.
It would be narratively convenient because then that takes me out of the story, which is really good.
You know, yeah, it'd be really, really helpful.
thank you, Ray.
Oh man.
You
Of
are
course.
more powerful every time we meet, and I am endlessly proud.
It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too. Be safe, and children, you've all done so much to take your power back. You'll be safe with Ray.
We'll hug about it.
And
I
they,
hug every child in the room.
they all just
I'll pull the
run
princesses in for a group
towards
hug.
Yeah.
you.
Well, you know Ray and Leia hug. Like that's
Yeah,
just like
of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
awesome.
But
Yeah.
all of them run towards you, and it is just this giant, massive group hug. And May specifically will just like squiggle her way in to like the center of the group, and just she'll look at all of you like, I'm gonna go, because I think I have to, but if you find any of the stuff or you need anything, you know, Lilo knows how to get in touch with me probably, or like you could probably get in touch with me, or I don't really know. It seems like you guys have like magic powers and stuff.
Can I give her one of my sending stones?
Sure.
Okay. I give her one. It's just a rock. It's a rocky talkie. And then we have the other rock.
Rocky talkie.
This is awesome. Thanks. And she'll give you one last big hug and turn to start to follow the group that has started to kind of, everyone started to like gather and get a little bit organized. Like they know how to line up and do like school child things.
As the
Bert-
kids line up for the Falcon, I'm okay. You're the pilots, you're the gunners, and you're the engineers.
Be good, Archie.
No
And
one
don't
likes to be
shoot
the
any
engineers.
Ray, call us on the rocky talkie if you need any backup, babe.
I will do that. I can send the Force to Leia.
And Bert will just pause for a moment with all of you and say, I don't really remember much. It's like the last while was just a mess, a blur, something. It's almost, I just wasn't myself. I think Mary's in there somewhere. But if what she said is true, I think she's luring people here somehow. Heroes, you know. So you might be getting some help, but also they might be in big trouble.
All right. Oh. Thank
We'll
you.
try to break her out of it.
Quick inventory, Ray. Since you're a hero, I just want to make sure you're feeling okay. You're not feeling magically bewitched in any way.
Do you
No
feel
purple
Oh, yeah, I guess before
misties.
she takes off the
prepared for
earrings.
these children? Yeah.
Not that I know of. I feel pretty. I mean, I'm pretty used to like fighting off dark side urges, so it's fine. Got like a family history of it, and yeah.
We all do. It's okay.
All right, call us if you need us.
Oh, what's you?
I get teary-eyed and I'm waving my children. Thank you for your help, Ray.
You're welcome, thank you. And then as I take that little girl, Charlotte was her name,
Mm-hmm.
and I take her side and go, now, are you ready to tell me a story? As we head off.
I am now.
That's awesome.
And as the children troop up onto the Millennium Falcon and Bert begins to prestidigitate on his own to clear up the cafeteria, we will leave our story with the princesses there. However, y'all smashed that goal. So,
Yes.
Story time.
last we left, a knock from somewhere interrupted before a letter could be signed. The door creaks open as a timid voice interrupts. Boss, apologies, but the docks crew came back empty-handed. The shipment was delayed. He was sniffing around again. What do you want us to do? The white glove curls into a fist for a moment. There's a snap as the pen breaks and ink drips onto the letter. A thud as the ruined pen is thrown suddenly at the wall in a fit of rage. A breath, and then a handkerchief dabs the letter. Then it's folded into an envelope. They remove the ink-stained glove and seal the envelope with a dollop of crimson wax. The candlelight plays over the odd, distinctive insignia stamped into the seal. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
No! This is just great. Just great.
Ooh,
I need more.
I need to know this in character.
Right.
This would be really helpful information.
Right.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us this evening. It has been such a pleasure. So appreciated. Claps for
What a
that,
delight, yes.
Lovely.
What a
little
delightful,
prologue there.
oh man. What a delightful story. Thank you all so much for joining us, smashing that goal. Thank you so much to our lovely guest. Let's just go around and reintroduce ourselves and tell everyone where we can find you on the internet, starting with the lovely Sage.
I want to say every time that we do this, I just want to like rip the wig off and do a thing. But there's like
Like
way too
Hannah
many-
Montana?
Right. I want to rip it off and be like, but there's way too many bobby pins in here for that to ever be possible. Hi, I'm Sage Ryan. I have been Leia, your space mom paladin with a dash of sorcerer. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Not Sage. I stream on my channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Today we celebrated my 3-year stream anniversary. It was really fun. You can find me on this channel all the dang time, including tomorrow for One Time on the Internet, our internet history stream and podcast. You can find me on the D&D channel and on Smosh Games all the dang time.
Hey, I'm Rowan Hall. I have been your Cinderella, arcane trickster, artillerist, artificer this evening. You can find me everywhere on the internet at the Rowan Hall. I will be here Sunday with Sage for some internet history, and I'm also one of the co-hosts of the Willing and Fable podcast. And each week we bring you some slightly spooky history, mystery, and mythology, and you can get that anywhere you listen to podcasts.
I am Lexi Riley, and I'm Punzi, your fighter wizard, and you can find me all over at Lexi Riley, and I've got a couple things that I'm working on, so we'll see.
Hi, I'm absolutely hyped. Hi, I'm Chelsea Bites. I was your fishy warlock, Ariel. And when you're, not catching me being all silly here on Damsels, Dice, and Everything Nice with these wonderful, wonderful casts, I am on my own Twitch channel, and we're coming up on our 3rd year too. Man, jeez. Look at how time flies. Also on the Walking Dead universe with the lovely Kaylee. We talk about all sorts of things The Walking Dead, and gonna expand to some more horror stuff, so very excited for that. Doing Amazon's Fight Night every Wednesday, so if you want to see me talk trash, come through on twitch.tv/thecrown.
where I'm competing for the Fight Night belt. And also join us on Dungeons and Do-Rags, one of the most exciting projects I've done in a bit on the INDG channel with Cypher of Tier, Critical Bard, and more. So definitely check that out. Thank you.
And last but
Fabulous
certainly
guest.
not least.
Hey, I am Riley Silverman. I had so much fun. This was a blast, y'all. Thanks for having me on as a guest. I loved playing Ray, your Tempest Cleric Monk, and that was really a blast. And I am one of the contributing writers to Karen Hallian's new book She series, which is about all these amazing women throughout history. So you can check that out. She just launched a Kickstarter this past week. We blew through the goal within 4 hours, but it's the more it raises up, the more like there's like goals now where books will be given to schools and stuff like that. So check that out. I'm very excited about this project.
Yes.
I really love being part of it. So I'm excited. Yes. So, oh my God, it's Ray. It's so great. Yeah. So I think I can say who I wrote about at this point, but I don't know if I can. Maybe I shouldn't say. I don't know
Give
what
us
the
a like secret insignia style hint, like a little spicy.
Actually, I think that both I'll say this hint is that both words are very applicable to what happened tonight on the show. So there were laughs, there was a riot. We'll see what else that means. All right, so that's great. And then I have a really awesome, bizarre D&D thing coming up that I can't say today, but watch so Riley J. Silverman on Twitter. I'm sure I will tweet the crap out of it once it actually comes out, but I'm recording something tomorrow that is the most bizarre thing I've ever done in my life with D&D, so I can't wait to find it. Can't wait to be able to share it. So.
And I am Kaylee Bray. I have been Belle, your dungeon master, this evening. You can find me on Twitter, Hopple Barbarian. I'm here very often, Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. with Kids on Bikes, our Trouble in Techburg show. It's fabulous. Fridays for Failed Save. You also can catch me on the VOD for D&D Live. I did the D&D DM Showdown yesterday.
It was lit.
There's an ad going around for D&D Beyond that has several familiar faces in it, including our own Sage and myself. And I am one of the celebrity DMs for D3 at Sea if you feel like going on a cruise next year. And there's more stuff popping up all the dang time. So just follow me on Twitter and I will probably be able to talk about things soon.
And thank you everybody who supported us and helped us absolutely crush that goal. Supporting the channel is what literally allows us as independent creators to keep doing this. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts for just showing up, for spending your evenings with us, and for letting us continue to make a show. We also have a Patreon if you want to continue supporting. You get early access to podcasts, extra clip from different shows every week. It's a bunch of extra cool stuff. So if you want to go over there, you can do that as well. Sharing the show, tweeting about it, making a clip, all of that stuff is also wonderful ways to help, and we appreciate it so much. So thank you everybody, and we will see you next time.
Thank you guys.
Bye y'all.